Hello, everybody, and welcome to Armada's Guild, where today we're gonna have fun. At least I'm gonna have fun. Probably you'll have fun. I mean, what? Frozen Lake? Nothing bad could happen there, right?
No, it's cold. It's just gonna be cold. That's it.
Nothing ever bad happens on a lake. Ever.
So, who wants to tell me what happened last time on Armada's Guild? Will?
Yeah, Will.
No, Ethan's been taking notes.
Will.
Notes.
Ethan.
We took
Will or
we
Ethan?
fought yetis. That's really
That's
about
cool.
it. We fought yetis. Grandpa
so-
made a bunch of steel stuff.
Yeah, because I made so many iron ingots because we were going to build a boat, and then we didn't build a boat, so I built a bunch of bullshit with fabricate, but it was
I
still
think
cool.
that's what I scribbled out was build a boat.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're not building a boat anymore.
Oh, we made ice skates. Everybody has
We
ice
made
skates
ice
Yeah,
now.
everybody has
Yeah.
ice skates, everybody has snowshoes, everybody has a sled, there's even a small sled for Grumbles. All of the horse and donkey both have horse armor, donkey armor. Yeah. And then the other very important lore thing we found out were the acronyms for both the elder beings that are centered around Caffriel, Mitch, and Chad.
God damn it.
So those very important notes that we had here. And then
All in
beforehand,
all, a very good episode.
Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of silliness that happened last episode because it was our first time playing since the long break from
Oh my god.
holidays.
Yeah.
Yep. And we all had a little bit of our sillies in our system still. But during the night we have a long rest, but sometime during the night, Oliphius is on watch and for some reason decides to leave Leoman's tiny hut, causing the hut to disappear, and while he was walking out to go see what it was that was kind of lurking around the area, turns out it was yetis. And so then we fought yetis, and then we killed them all.
We didn't have a tiny hut anymore.
Yep, it was very spooky because the fight started a little horrifyingly because Mihi was beset upon by like 3 yetis at the very beginning.
That one spell I cast worked out real well.
Yeah, she cast Bane, got all the yetis, but then just got
Immediately had it dropped.
shit bubbled out of her until
And to be
lost
fair to
concentration.
Oliphius, the Yetis were likely going to eat our horse and donkey, so to save Eldalia, we likely would have fought them anyway.
So, but we quickly turned the tide of the battle around with some
Fire.
sick damage coming out. A lot of us having access to fire, which it turns out the Yetis seem to be afraid of. Until most of the Yetis were destroyed, an abominable Yeti, their alpha, by the looks of it, came and brought the pain after I had just dispelled Wall of Fire, because I was like, we don't need that anymore. But we were able to take it out too, and we're able to harvest 5 pairs of Yeti eyes, 1 pair of abominable Yeti eyes, and the abominable Yeti's cold breath, like larynx, as well, for possible enchantment or potion creation stuff.
Mihi's getting real sick of crawling into giant dead things that tried to kill us
You didn't have
for
to
their
go, you didn't
body
have to fall
parts.
into that one.
You just had to kind of reach in for its
Still.
fucking throat,
The gory.
and that's where we ended. We took a short rest.
Did we take a long rest?
No.
Because, like, it happened at the-
We were finishing up the long
Right, so like if we all go back to bed, we'll wake up with the long rest, right?
No.
No.
Our long rest was interrupted, thus we needed 8 more hours to get the long rest.
Which we did, so we just did a short rest, which is why we got. That's why we spent hit dice. Yeah. And that's
But
why.
It's okay because he's a warlock.
I mean, I'm not worried. I'm more worried about all of you.
It's
I
okay.
know I've got some spells left. Some.
I don't have my 4th level spell anymore.
I like to think canonically,
There.
Mihi just has like that kind of passive, the Book of the Moon. She just kind of like took on some of that, so everyone else is like, I'm so tired of reading her map, and she's just like, I'm feeling great, everything's wonderful, I feel energized with so many spells. And by so many, I mean 2. That's it.
Do you see this? Do you see my dogs actively stealing my blanket?
That's funny.
All right. Anyone, continue. Motherfucker.
All right. So, you guys tired from the battles that happened so early in the fucking morning? Like, I'd say probably like 4 o'clock in the morning. This fucking battle happened, so y'all tired.
Paquito subscribed to tier 1!
Hey, thank you.
Hey, thank you. Thank you. Where was I? Right. Sorry, I
It's
got
4 in the
distracted.
morning.
4 in the morning. Y'all
Right,
are
the
tired.
DM too, apparently.
If we take another long rest, it would only be noon.
Oh, so we're just gonna have a college kid schedule?
Yeah, kinda.
But then we would fall into that rhythm because then we can't benefit from another long rest until 24 more hours. No, I'm gonna tough it out for my sleep schedule, just like real life.
I play this game for escapism. I don't want to have to worry about sleep schedules here, please.
I don't quite understand what happened last night, though. We had the dome, and then Yetis happened, and then we didn't have the dome.
Yeah, I
Olivia's
woke up and I was
first
so
spell
cold.
Yeah,
supposed
I
to
thought
last
that the
8
dome
hours,
was
right?
impenetrable.
Maybe the Yetis have some sort of anti-magic field, but it only works
Yeah.
one time, and then they never have it again.
There was the big one. Maybe he dispelled it somehow. Or did he like break through it? None of us heard it.
How are
Sorcerer.
Yetis more powerful than Chad?
Who?
I don't know. It was just something that came to my head. I meant
think-
keeping horror and death.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. We should make shorthand names to refer to them more easily because
Yeah,
it's a bit of a mouthful.
it really is. And I don't want my mouth full of Chad.
It starts so soon.
And demonetized.
It's been fun, guys. That's the stream.
TOS.
Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see
Thanks
you
for
guys in 2
watching.
weeks. We're done. We've peaked.
I'm dead now. I'm just there's
I'm gonna make
there's
my
a fucking
wisdom
clip right
saving
there.
throw real quick.
I'm gonna just
Same.
I'm just gonna go jump off the banister and just keep
Oh, that one.
No,
that
I'm dead.
one.
I'm gone.
That one. All right, I'll wisdom save
Grandpa
against
has a
that.
hearty chuckle. He
Yep.
makes the save.
Miki just doesn't get it. What does that mean? Why is everyone laughing?
Everybody but Cal succeeds the save.
That's fitting.
Good thing Melody's not with us. She'd get a disadvantage.
Grandpa takes the vial of Yeti eyes and rolls his eyes.
Oh my god! Grandpa!
So how many times does Charles murder this part?
Oh, you guys are like just literally figments of the universe at this
I'm
point.
starting to
like...
see how Grandpa's a war criminal.
Whoa. Whoa. Grandpa. Rude.
Called
Damn.
this a long time ago and nobody believed me. And it just keeps getting stronger and stronger.
As for last night, I heard something, I was concerned, and in my haste to protect old Dahlia, I stepped
Oh.
out of the dome, and it disappeared. That was my fault on the matter.
Wait. Are you admitting to us that you have, dare I say, emotions and a heart?
Fondness for old
the
Dahlia?
man who named his horse
Key.
Horse and Draconic. Yes.
Yes.
Well, all is forgiven then. I
You
can
know,
move on.
you know,
care.
that's growth. That is growth.
That is growth. I'm so proud of you.
Growth.
Next time, if it's okay, would you mind waking somebody up at least before you leave?
To be fair, I thought it was going to be nothing. I did not think it was going to be a roving band of Yetis.
Still, next time, just wake me up so I can go look outside the dome instead. Maybe?
Fair.
She should
I don't
wake
need
you
that
up
much sleep.
before he goes.
God damn it.
Don't leave me hanging
I-
all alone in the dome.
See, Adam's okay with that one.
Okay, I approve of those jokes. I approve of that one. That is what I approve of because I was thinking it.
Well done. Well done.
That was my mistake. I'm sorry.
Well, I guess
So
we
do we go on the frozen lake, or do we spend the time which we don't know how much we have before creeping horror is able to stalk us again?
Well, we have a little bit extra time that we would have spent sleeping, so I guess we gained a few hours there, so we might as well go and cross
I would
the
very much like
lake.
a nap.
I
Or,
would
well, you can
like-
nap in the carriage, whoever isn't taking the reins.
I would
For-
like to capitalize on my girl Vivi's restraining order for the time being.
Cafarel, you sound very businesslike this morning.
I get like this when I'm low on sleep.
Huh. I don't know why
My
you all are
brother
so
would
tired.
sometimes like bang pots and pans together before like a really important court meeting, and just so I would be less of a problem.
Hmm.
No, I believe that.
I don't know how you guys are standing it. I mean, like, I got a full 4 hours last night, and I feel wonderful.
You're one of those.
When
Just
I
like
normally
sparkles and like sunshine radiating from her.
This is when I had to wake up every day of my life to feed the chickens, the horses, milk the cows. That's just gonna move on since we're up.
I'll take the first driving slot if you all want, and you want to take a rest in the back.
Sure,
I would-
that'd be quite wonderful, Mihi.
When it comes to, if I were to categorize my spells remaining per day,
Just an
On a
internal feeling.
quantified
Weird mathematical
number,
way we've come up with to keep track of.
You know,
Yeah.
yes,
just
yeah, of
Ollie
course.
things.
on a scale of 1 to like 9, how many spells do you think you have left?
6.
That's not too bad.
I feel more of
2 of them 1, 1 of them 2, and then 3 level 3s.
I think if I were to categorize my energy level, it would be about 4 first level kind of feels, about 3 of the number 2s, and only 1 left of a third level energy. But I know I want to save that one in case something bad happens. So really, just the first 7.
So maybe we'd be a bit more careful as we travel today. Take it easier, maybe a little slower, while we
Grandpa,
all
roll me a
recover.
perception check.
Okay.
Does that
I was
sound
about to say Grandpa's gonna go feed old Dahlia, but let's see what happens. That's a 13.
Okay, good
Perception.
enough.
Cool.
So yeah, I'll drive. I'll be
Do we still have
careful.
that potion of long rest,
rest?
just
I do
curious.
happen to have
Yeah,
that potion of
yeah,
long
that's
rest.
Cool, just in case we need
I've
it.
been saving it to do something heroic eventually, hopefully.
Mhm. So yeah, go over to feed old Dahlia. Get out a bag of donkey feed. Start giving her some handfuls.
Oops.
So as you get the donkey feed and you walk over, start feeding her. She kind of eats just like normal, and then you hear a noise and you look over and there's like a little goose sitting on like kind of waddling on the ice, kind of like
Oh, look at
looks
that
like
goose,
it's looking
Dahlia.
around.
That's nice.
It has a bell in its mouth. Look at that.
Honk.
And
Don't trust it. Keep an eye on your things.
flies away.
Give a little bit of food over to Key as well. Goose on the ice. Thought you ought to know.
Is that an ill omen or something?
I'm not quite sure. Not in my following, at least.
Ah, yes, the geese of ill omen. Anyone who see it are destined to befall
Gabrielle.
horrible fortune.
Is the creature you and Olivia saw the one from this Chad fellow? Was it mildly goose shaped?
Believe so? I wasn't making the comparison between it and goose.
Is the goose gone, Adam, or is it still there?
It's kind of like it kind of took off, but it's kind of like flying about.
Ah, well, then nothing to worry about.
I personally think that geese are comparable to eldritch horrors myself, but
Just like Alex
no.
right now.
Yeah, right.
Whoa.
There we go.
But no, it was not goose shaped when I saw it.
Oh, well. As long as it's not like that coughing seagull we can't seem to get rid of, I think we'll be okay.
Perhaps it manifests as the viewer's most feared thing. Grandpa, where does your deep-seated fear of gooses come from?
Oh boy, I have several stories about this.
We
You guys
might.
watch as the goose starts like flying in your direction.
Oh, it's happening again!
I cast lightning bolt.
Well, why don't you all hop into the back of the cart, and I'll take care of driving us. I'll be extra careful this time,
Okay.
and we'll just keep going.
All right.
I'm gonna ride Gideon. I'm gonna take my 50 feet of rope, tie it to the saddle, to Gideon's saddle horn, tie it to the wagon wheel, and then be about 30 feet away, just in case something terrible happens.
Olympius is going to take out the staff of bird calls and use it to make goose noises.
That's amazing.
You're egging it on, Olympius. No!
The goose hears the goose calls, and you watch as it goes and like starts diving towards the cart, and then it goes above and it and lands on top. Kind of sits down.
Good goose.
Oh, look at
Olympius
Olympius.
is getting a lot of enjoyment out of just this simple thing.
You made a friend.
We're going to name
Raphael, why
him.
don't you go say hello to it?
There's no such thing as the good goose, and this is somehow a trap.
We're going to name him Hubert.
So
Or
I
Gunter.
miss-
Maybe Gunter?
I miss my seagull.
Well, there's no way a seagull could be in this harsh, a cold environment, so I think you're...
You think that,
Ah, there it was! Ah!
I make a seagull noise. I don't know how many charges of the staff of bird calls, but Olympius is feeling silly today.
You all are starting to get a bit loopy, so settle in, and I'll drive us across.
but this goose is going to mug us in our sleep.
Grandpa's going to stay inside the carriage, just kind of relax, and start stacking some iron ingots back into another neat pile of the ones he didn't use.
Caffrey's gonna hide behind the pile of iron ink.
Make a little hut inside the...
Yeah, so
Carriage,
that the
like a little
goose can't
wall.
get to her.
Normal people, blanket forts. Us, iron ingot forts.
right.
To be fair, the shit we fight. Sorry, but a blanket won't protect us from the things going bump in the night.
My 5-year-old self huddling under the covers disagrees with you.
My 27, well, I'm 26, never mind. My 26-year-old self huddling under the covers disagrees as well.
After using 5 charges of the 10 charges of staff of bird calls, Olympius will stop. He can't do it indefinitely, unfortunately.
Darn.
Every time you make the whack sound, like it goes whack in return.
Mickey giggles every time. Okay, off we go.
After that, he will replace the staff with the staff of adder.
Yep. So you guys are going, having a good time. Mihi, could you roll me a dexterity check?
Oh boy.
Just raw dex.
Raw dex.
Meanwhile, in the carriage, Olympius and
I
Grandpa...
realize I probably should have been the person to drive the cart because I have proficient in land vehicles, but it's too late now.
Yep, and the roll was stellar. Real good. I rate it 5 stars.
Out of
20.
A
So,
possible 23.
I got a 5. Chat.
so you are kind of going along, trucking along, having a good time. When you see old Dahlia kind of slide a little bit, kind of like and stop,
Whoa.
and then goes. And you watch his key after a little while just kind of slips at once and stops. It's okay.
It's
Got
okay.
to make horseshoe cleats.
See,
Yeah.
And
this
then-
is why claws are better than hooves.
And then after a little while, both of them kind of slip and slide and kind of fall.
No.
Oh
The
no.
cart kind of keeps sliding a little bit as kind of pushing
Mihi,
them.
what are you doing out there?
It's fine. It's fine. We're fine here. How are you?
Cal, you're out there. Is everything okay?
Am I still sliding?
A little bit, yeah.
Can I use Ray of Frost to make like a little pile of ice that will act as like a bumper and just kind of stop, almost like one of those things that you put in front of aircraft wheels that just kind of like stops it.
The chalk.
Thanks. I want to put a chalk made of ice and not chalk out in front of the wheel with Ray of Frost.
Okay. Yeah, you do so, and all of a sudden, all you guys feel like a sudden stop.
It's fine.
Some of the iron ingots
Fine,
fall.
it can just fall on. Sorry.
No.
Mihi will poke her head back in the covered part. Grandpa, the animals are having a hard time on the ice. They're sliding.
It's a door now. This is a carriage.
Oh, right, it's a door now. Knock, knock.
Little slidey thing.
Oh yeah, little driver slider thing. Grandpa, the horses and Eldalia are having a problem on the ice. They slip and slide a lot. And when it happens all at the same time, we kind of slid a little. Is there anything you can do?
Well, let's see. Did I have a long rest between? No, because we didn't finish our long rest, so I'm still out of channel divinities. Nope. You're just going to have to really keep an eye and slow them down, slow the pace a little bit.
Okay.
Make sure that they can find any patches that are maybe patches of ice that are a little less slippy, I guess. I don't really hang around too many cold environments, so I can't say I know too much about directing animals on ice.
Let me try something.
Never mind. You go ahead first.
So given that it's Ray of Frost, I can make little tiny things of ice. Could I just? How much control do I have over that? Can I make just tiny little ice cleats on the bottom of their hooves to just give them enough traction? And since it's made of ice, it wouldn't melt because everywhere's ice. I want to try it. It's the best I can do right now.
I was thinking of something very similar.
Creative problem solving. Let's go.
Sure.
So Mihi will take 5-10 minutes to give Oldalia and Key little tiny ice cleats.
You freeze their feet.
Okay.
I don't like what he's looking up.
Don't worry about it. Could you roll me 1d8?
Okay. 5. Again, 5.
Good to know.
Okay. Now that they have their ice cleats, I'm gonna hop back on and keep piloting.
Okay. So they're kind of going a little easier. You notice every once in a while they kind of shiver, a little more frequently.
Do we have any spare blankets?
Oh, I'm sure we have plenty in our adventures kit.
Hey, whatever happened to the goose? Just strange quest. Is it still with us?
It's still on the cart.
Yeah, I mean, I've got my blankets and a bedroll. I mean, from just my explorer's kit that I started with.
I've got some of those too. Can we
So,
pile them up on them just to make sure that they're okay?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally do that.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do
That's
that.
a wonderful idea.
Now we'll continue.
Okay. So you guys keep going. After a little while, Mihi, you watch a little snowflake. And then another.
Uh-huh.
and another.
Oh no.
It doesn't look like it's gonna blizzard. Definitely not as bad. But it looks like it's starting to snow a little bit.
It's not like the last time that you ran into a freak blizzard?
No, it's just like it's like a normal like snowfall.
And we're kind of caught out in the middle of this lake, right? There's no, like, shelter, no trees, no islands, no...
Nope.
Okay.
There's none that you can see.
We're just gonna keep going.
Grandpa, if you just indulge me for a sec, could you
Yes.
just cast detect magic?
It'll take me a little bit, but I would you like me to
really aren't doing anything else at the moment.
immediately, or do you have 10 minutes to spare? What exactly do you need it for?
I would very much like to know if we ever are going to be ambushed, that we at least might have a sense of maybe arcane. I don't like being on this lake. One, it's cold, and cold is awful. I don't understand how the mammalians can take it.
Oh, it's
Two-
absolutely horrible.
Two, call it some friendly paranoia.
Right.
So when
Yeah.
you're paranoid, it's friendly paranoia. When I'm paranoid, I'm a doomsday threat.
He sits down, taps his staff in the middle. The light from the alms box kind of brightens up, starts to do in a circular pattern. The there's no reward, Basing say moment starts to begin his detect magic.
After a little while, eventually the ritual's done. And other than the normal magic that you guys have on yourselves, you really don't notice anything.
Nothing as of yet, Livius, and I look up towards the goose.
Nope, no magic coming from the goose.
The goose is also safe.
Wah.
Yep, that's you, buddy.
It feels like it's a game to it.
Don't make fun of Hubert. He's just enjoying the ride.
Yeah. Brill sits up out of her iron ingots and she's just like,
Clang, clang, Olifius and Grandpa start trying to come up with a game out of all the daggers of soul stealing we have. It's like playing poker, but daggers of soul stealing is the ante.
I would actually. I think I have a card set. I think I can. Actually, this is a question to Adam because I still do have the deck of illusions. Are those playing cards naturally, and I have to activate them, or do I have to like draw them? And the moment I draw them, the illusion occurs.
Say there's
Let's
only
go
one
with
way to find out.
because that's more fun.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, which one?
I didn't hear your response.
Oh, I said the former because that sounds more fun. But to be fair, it also sounds fun the way Ethan put it. So
That's also very fair.
Draw a card, Olifius.
Draw a
I'm sure.
card and roll a dice. Let's see what happens.
It feels like such a waste, but okay. I will draw a card. I actually don't know if you roll a die. I think it's just a.
And the group just
Suppose.
failed. Our whole group just proved that we would fail the test of the deck of many things. Just roll a card for no reason. It'll be fine.
what could go wrong?
What could possibly
I
go
think
wrong?
the text does read you pull a card and it something
Okay.
appears. I'm fairly confident in that.
Does Fantasy Grounds have a card pulling mechanism, or do you want me to just get a random generator for that?
Get a random generator because I don't think they have a.
Well, how many
It's
cards
not
are?
from my knowledge.
I have only used one.
But how many cards in the deck?
You
Yeah, is
used
it a
the
tarot deck
giant,
or
you used
is
the
it
ogre,
a-
didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
So,
Yeah.
theoretically,
So I
it
have
says,
33 cards left.
it says the deck functions only if the cards are drawn at random. So if you draw them not at random, they don't turn into illusions.
But if you don't draw them at random, you can't play a card game with them.
Yeah.
Curses. Didn't pass.
Wait, let me check my inventory because
You've got a tarot deck.
I know I do have a tarot. I think I have dice.
Didn't one of you get like knuckle bones or something from the spooky store that vanished after?
I do have
Well,
bones.
she got a bone throwing kit, but that's different.
What did you
Cap-
get from the spooky store?
tarot cards.
There you go. We can use that.
Capriel kind of sits up and she's like, "Well, I mean, I could just remove the major arcana from this deck, and you could use the minor arcana for playing cards."
Well, if you're willing,
That works
This
too.
is the first time anyone but me has found out about this. I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
I believe
guys,
so.
I think you both told us that you got what you got.
Oh,
from
no,
the
yeah.
store.
Wait, no, I don't think they told
No?
anybody.
Really?
I don't think they
Oh,
told
okay.
anybody that had the bones or
I
the.
think we just said we went to a spooky
Oh,
store.
okay. So you
Yeah.
offer. I guess you offer that then. Grandpa goes, "The what from the what now? Are they not just playing cards?" So
Mihi and I went to we went shopping in Basement, and we found this store, and there was this really cool old lady with this like
Mhm.
bug eye, and she looked like the best grandma I would ever want, and also a witch probably. And I found this set of tarot cards, and then I offered like to pay for it, and she gave it to me for free after I drew a card from it. And then
see, now
Mihi got some.
that is where I find suspicion. The rest.
Oh, and then
Hey,
after we left,
The store disappeared, and there was never a store there.
Okay. Yep.
Does
That's
detect magic say anything about this deck of
Oh, yeah.
cards?
good question.
The deck of cards look fine.
Well, I don't see any magic coming from it, Oliphius, if that is any course of concern, but
it was a good
Hey,
time.
Colleen,
I'd
can
go
you
back
roll me a
again.
D100, please?
oh
Me?
god.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
I don't like all these
shop is
random
in front of
rolls.
us.
Don't worry about it.
The goose explodes.
68.
The goose is the
So-
shop.
Oh, one away.
So
One away from 69.
I know.
that would be just your luck to roll that dice.
I know.
Right?
Okay, good to know.
Well, yes, I mean, if you took out the major arcana wait, aren't those
what
face
it-
cards?
What is a major arcana?
So there are 22 major arcana, and they are
Like
like
a spell
this-
thing?
it's on the-
Arcana? That's
No,
what Oliphius
I mean-
takes notes on.
no, they're like very major events, and they're like very major significant things, and then the minor arcana are like the 1 through 10, and then each have like the court cards. They're basically like playing cards, and they have 4 suits.
Hmm. Sounds like a year 600 kind of game, but to each their own.
It's not really a game. It's used for divination. I was taught by my the woman who taught me how to speak Abyssal and Infernal. Her name was Morrigan. She was an excellent diviner.
Hmm. But they're also just playing cards, yes?
Well, you could use them that way if you took out the major arcane.
Can you do the thing Morrigan, this woman, taught you?
Yes.
Oh, well, that sounds even more fun than just betting daggers of soul stealing. If I give you a dagger of soul stealing, will you read my cards? Is that how
Sure.
that works?
I mean,
Colleen goes to actually get her real deck.
Okay, but why would you use cards when you can read the stars?
why not do both?
Because that's like having two clocks.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah,
it's more like having 2 languages. You can sometimes say one thing better in another language than another.
but the person with 2 clocks will never know what time it truly is what I'm getting at.
Not really. That means that one of your clocks is off.
Which one?
Whichever one isn't connected to Wi-Fi?
What's Wi-Fi?
It's like a force of magic all around us that allows instantaneous exchange of information.
Is Wi-Fi an acronym for another one of your spooky creatures that you know? Like Chad and Mitch? Wi-Fi?
Wonderful information finding internet.
Infernal.
So close.
I was gonna say individual.
I was happy I came up with that on the spot, so be grateful for that one.
Uh,
I give Caffriel 1 dagger of soul stealing. Add it to your inventory, they're important.
all right.
They're
Okay.
worth less than a gold with our
I'll
time.
move it over for you.
Shush.
They're important.
They're important. Capriel now has 2 daggers of soul.
I now have 3.
I have 2.
Just a currency within our party.
If you collect 6, do you create a sword of soul stealing? Like,
No, if you collect 6, it's redeemable for any one favor from any other person in the party with no
Yes,
questions asked.
I like that.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Hang on, how much does we have to establish an economy? How much does everybody
We do.
have? Because I have 2. 2, okay, so that's 4. Grandpa, how many do you have? Okay, 7.
Cal's 9.
Cal is 0, and how much does Olympius have?
6.
Ah! Olympius is breaking the economy! Okay, so
It's the 1%.
We need to disperse
Eat
the
the
daggers.
rich.
Don't you- Cal has no daggers. He's very dagger
You guys, I'm
under.
And
outside.
look, clearly he's suffering. He's sleeping out in the cold with no
Ah, there's-
daggers of his own.
No wonder he's out there by himself. Doesn't even have 1 dagger. Oh,
And Olympius is in here, cuddled up to all of his daggers of soul stealing, more than he could possibly spend, covering them like a blanket. Like, we need some legislation here, people.
plus he's had them for so long. I mean, you think trying to put them back into the dagger economy
Okay, so there are
by spending
13.
them.
There are 13 total daggers of soul stealing. I think 7 should be the number that's exchangeable for any favor, because that means you hold the controlling majority of daggers. Okay.
But
Okay,
then
official currency.
whenever you spend them and give them to one person, then they gain all 7. If
When you
spend-
redeem them for a favor, the favor has to be done within the sight of everybody in the group, and the daggers are dispersed evenly to everybody else in the group other than the spender.
Oh, the daggers are dispersed even. But what if, say, Cal does nothing in midst of the favor? Why should he get daggers as
So
well?
he doesn't get as much as the person that the favor is
So-
exchanged to. So, for instance, if Olympius gets 1 more dagger and asks Grandpa for a favor,
I see. 4 to the person doing the dagger, and then 1 to each of the others. That's 3 and 4.
yes, correct. Or 2 to the person who did the favor, or yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Three
you're
is
right.
the simplest way we're gonna do
The
this.
math
Yeah.
doesn't check out on that one.
It doesn't. It doesn't. I'm sorry. I'm working on it.
It's good. I like it.
And before, when you guys get more, that's gonna break the
Yeah, I know.
economy even more.
Very heavily.
Flooding the economy.
Okay, we'll adjust for
Dagger
inflation later.
Dagger of soul stealing
The
inflation.
last legislator said.
Okay, well, this time Mihi's your legislator, and she's going to propose fair and equitable rules for everybody. Okay? You elected
for
her.
Mihi.
You all picked
Mihi
this.
2020!
I am not a crook.
I am not a book.
2020, I am not.
You
Well, I think Grandpa should pull. I think Grandpa should pull his 4 cards. That's the best tangent we're gonna get. As
Oh,
we're
Can I
going
get
along.
somebody to make a Mihi 2020 I am not a book
Right.
poster? Please. Please. Oh.
Gotta have it.
Caffrey is the running mate.
I'm legit crying.
My eyes are also wet.
This is
Okay.
great.
Okay.
Cannon, done, cannon.
Okay, Grandpa, what do you want to know?
Oh, I have to know something?
Well,
I didn't
well,
study
you
for
could
this
either
test.
ask a question, or we could do a simple past, present, future
Oh, I
reading.
mean, that sounds like you tell the future? That's interesting. I thought someone with high magical powers like Oliphius would be the kind of people who could see the future.
That's
Well,
often a common mistake. There's magic and then there's magic. There's two incredibly different kinds of it. One of them can be just as mundane as the next one, and the next one can be actually just as magical as the mundane one.
So the
Does that make
tarot,
sense?
the
Oh,
tarot
right,
deck is magic, but Cal,
The tarot deck is
So-
not magic.
you'll see what I mean. This
Oh,
is less
alright.
of a.
Oh.
Okay, so
Hmm,
Grandpa.
yes.
Can I actually watch? I do it a different way than Caffrey does, I think. It'd be nice
You
to
need
get some
to be driving
experience.
the card.
That's why I'm asking to switch!
I'll
Poke
drive.
your head back in. I've been driving for
I'll-
hours.
I'll drive.
Thank you, Oliphius, for being accommodating, unlike some people.
He's on the horse!
She yells across the way.
what? There's wind and it's cold.
Whack.
So, Grandpa, your past card is the star.
I'm gonna focus my camera so I can actually see these. Okay, that sounds fun. Stars are pretty.
So the star, in the past, you really felt like you were going in a direction that was true to you. You were following your inner compass, and that guided you. You had a very strong sense of direction, and it led you somewhere. However, the present is the Hanged Man reversed.
Wow, that sounds very bad.
So the
I'd
Hanged
rather not be. Am I going to die? Did you foresee my death?
No, the Hanged Man reversed. The Hanged Man is usually a card about martyrdom. But in the reverse position, it implies like stagnation, sort of a one step forward, two steps backward feeling. You feel a bit lost in your current direction, like you're wandering, and the star led you to a place that you did not expect to go. And now you feel stuck here in this limbo.
Hmm. Well, I mean, I was a merchant for many years, and I found all of you, and that was quite unexpected, so I would say that is already quite accurate.
And now we have the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Pentacles is the suit of usually associated with money.
Okay,
10
okay.
is like accumulation, abundance, etc.
A lot of
etc.
money, good for the chortling turtle. I like the sounds of that.
But reversed,
Oh no!
this implies more than just like financial wealth. This also implies like work, hard work, and basically seeing a lot of that work not come to the fruition that you expected.
Oh.
So there may be a different outcome in your future for the trajectory that you thought you were on, because your star led you to a different place than you thought you would be. This future is not cemented, obviously. Whatever you feel like you are stuck with now, you can do things to change your circumstances, whether that be like, I don't know what you feel stuck with, or what you feel like emotionally stuck with, mentally stuck with, physically stuck with, but basically it's a warning that if you do not change something, that you may end up unhappy, and your efforts and your empire that you've built kaput.
Wow. And the last one, I think you said there were 4 cards?
Oh, 3.
Oh, 3.
Past,
Gotcha.
present, future.
Well, how do I know exactly what this guiding star should be?
Well, that was your past. What drove you in the past? What did you feel strongly about?
Well, I felt strongly about improving my craft and starting this business that I have in traveling. Part of it out of requirement from not having a home to go back to any longer, and part of it to, I suppose, prove to myself that I can be a craftsman of the level that I was told that I should be.
And who told you you should be a craftsman in the first place?
Oh, well, that's all of my total society, the tribe that I grew up with. Is more my choice, and also my family that I grew up with in um, the tribe of Iron, as they were called. They're all blacksmiths, and I had always wanted to become a master in that group. But you have to go through several trials: journeyman of Iron, and then master of Iron. But it's there's not exactly anyone around to oversee my trials anymore. So it's kind of a proving to myself. I'm trying to be my own judge, if that makes sense.
And could you possibly feel stuck because you don't feel like you have that family anymore?
Well, I think part of that, yes, and also, well, I've been alive for quite a long time, and I still feel that I am not quite there. I don't know if I ever will be in my lifetime.
Mm.
Been hundreds of years, and I still feel I am not to where I wish that I could have been had I been home.
Mm-hmm.
Mihi will like reach out and put a hand on Grandpa's shoulder as he talks, just being there.
And he'll give her a warm smile.
So that inspiration, you feel like that lack of star is what is keeping you held in place and keeping you from that fruition that you want to get to.
I mean, I think so. Yeah, I don't know if you, Mihi, you've been with me for a few of my visits to the forges. I've been something that people of my kind, turtles, not found is uh, armor that fits our irregular body shapes, and I've been trying for years and asking advice and tips from other craftsmen like myself to get some kind of inspiration or some type of idea, because I always thought that right there would be my craft, my master craft, something worthy. What a total artisan of my people would say is something worthy of becoming a master blacksmith.
Well, maybe what you create isn't necessarily something physical. I mean, there's been a lot of times that one of us have had issues and the other one
The
has.
iron on somebody's.
It's mine. I'm sorry. I can't do anything about it. There's been a lot of times that something bad has happened in the group, and you've been the one to comfort them or talk them down or bring them in. Maybe the thing that you make isn't physical, but maybe the thing you make is this us.
I'd like to believe that, but unfortunately, it's I don't know. It's something the art of molding metals is something almost ingrained in my people. It's something that is, and it's what partially led me to Malduin himself, the god of the forge. And um, as much as that does sound quite wonderful, and I do appreciate the words, Mickey, it's something that I need to create with my own two hands. Something tangible, something that I poured myself and my soul into in the art of creation. So a work in progress, and I've got what? Turtles live 400 or so years. I've got at least 30 to 40 left, so that's not bad. Knock on wood, and I knock on the carriage.
I'm sure that you're going to figure it out before then, Grandpa.
Well, keep doing my best, and feel like already I've being with all of you. It's definitely got me out of, I guess you could say, a rut. I've been going from town to town, almost aimlessly wandering, selling the wares that I've made, really the same things over and over. And well, look at me now. I'm on a carriage of my own creation on a lake made of damn ice. So that's not exactly routine. And whatever that goose is doing, which is definitely something shady, that's not something I would have seen normally on my travels. So it's really been a blessing to have met and traveled with all of you. Yes, you too, Hubert. You too.
Well, that's this. She like holds up the cards.
Well, that was just nice. So they can be playing cards too, right?
She nods.
Now that we figured out this dagger economy, I want to start playing.
She takes out the 22 Major Arcana and like hands it over.
Sweet.
For anyone curious, this is the Antique Anatomy Tarot. You can get it at Barnes & Noble.
Not sponsored.
No, not sponsored. I just really like this person who makes this. Anyway.
Did
Adam
Adam
freeze?
freeze? Sorry.
I'm not sure if he's just really still or if he's frozen.
I think he's frozen.
I'm
He's
moving.
back. He's back.
Ah, he back.
Okay. I had to mute myself because stuff was going on. So you guys are going on.
And we're walking.
Mhm.
And we're walking.
Okay,
Except for
so,
none of us are walking.
anyway, so you guys are kind of chugging along, having a grand old time. And it's Oliphius is the one driving currently right now, right?
Yes, I am
Yeah,
the
we
one.
tagged out about halfway through.
Okay, so I want to make sure. So Oliphius, you kind of see off maybe like a couple 100 feet away. You see that there is a really big hole in the ice.
Is that on the side I'm on, or away from, like, because I'm on the
Yes,
right
it's-
side of the cart, walking with Gideon.
It's on the side you're on.
Cal, you see that, right? The very big hole.
Yes. Let's.
Okay.
I'm good. Let's move faster. I don't like that at all.
Let's avoid, maybe. Just a
Well,
little bit.
if there's a hole in the ice, that means something might have came out of the lake.
Oh no, I know exactly what it could mean.
Yeah, no, we don't get any close to that, but let's move faster.
I can try and spur the horses on, or the horses on old Dahlia, but
The horse and old Dahlia.
yes.
The steeds!
The steeds.
You can
that's
call
good.
them the steeds!
Good way to put it.
Good to know. Okay. So you guys kind of like
No.
alter your course a little bit.
Doo doo.
Right? Oh no, ice sharks! They're like normal sharks, but ice!
I could swim through water as if it were land.
Sam Trios. I miss Sam Trios.
I'm just checking stuff.
Check to keep the horses and steeds going.
Oh, you're fine. You're good.
Uh,
I'm just checking something. Don't worry
Concerning, but
It's just a
okay.
hole. It's not like the hole's coming towards us or anything.
No,
Right.
but picking up the pace.
about it. No, the hole is not getting closer. Wow.
In this land
Really?
of might and magic, you never know.
Huh. Good to know. Okay. Cat Frail. Oh, she left.
As we're going along, I'm going to say, Lithius, watch this, and I'm going to take the animated shield. I'm going to throw it along the ice, and I'm going to run after the animated shield and try and jump on it and slide across the ice.
Oh, this is an
Okay,
awful
Legolas.
idea.
Well,
Okay.
Legolas did have
Okay.
stairs. It's like, you never stood up on a sled before?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Tara.
What?
Yes, and I
Roll me a-
fell
roll me a
every single
dexterity check.
time.
Acrobatics. Roll me acrobatics.
17.
Oh, yeah. You kind of stumble a quick second, but like, yeah, you stay on.
Hop off.
Oh, this is an awful idea.
It's not. Well, you should not be. Well, unless you want me to drive for a second while you try it.
No.
I'll get up. I'll get up next to. I will telepathically command Gideon to stay like where he's going, and I'll jog over to the cart and hop on and hand Olympius the end
Clunk,
of the
clunk,
shield.
clunk.
No.
As you're running over, could you roll me a perception check?
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm really good at these. It's a 13.
No, Cal, this
Come
is a
on.
very bad idea.
It's
No.
not a bad idea. You've never seen this before. You've never had this opportunity before. This is a new experience.
I
and
have
it's
terrible balance.
You don't need balance. You just need to try it. You're plucky, and that's all that matters.
Cat Frail, could you roll me a perception check?
Can diddly do.
Lucky is a very interesting choice of words for me.
The point is that I'm trying to get you onto the shield to try it.
24.
Okay. So, Cat Frail, you kind of faintly hear, like you know when ice feels like there's pressure a little bit, like you know that kind of that sound that makes.
Oh no.
You hear that.
Guys,
Yes?
ice cracking. Ice cracking. The ice is cracking. The ice is cracking.
I jump off the cart and I run back to Gideon. As she does that
Hear
too.
that from where we are? Because that would be talking through like we're fair.
She
Yeah.
would be yelling it. She would like say, "That's not something you say calmly."
Yeah.
Fair. Very fair.
Yeah, she's like screaming it.
Grandpa's gonna open the sliding door to the sliding little window to Lithius in front. Lithius, what do you see out there? Caffreel seems to think that the ice is breaking.
I'll do a perception check.
He'll clamber to the other side of the cart and open up the doors to the back.
My best skill. I got a 10.
And I guess I'll check on my side too. I'll give myself guidance and I'll do a perception check on the other side.
Can I assist you?
Sure.
Yay, I'll give you advantage because I'm trained in that.
Technically you already made your perception check
Aw,
for this.
damn.
So, 16 total.
Okay. Olympius, you don't see anything, you don't hear anything, nothing seems to be changing at
So
all.
I'm looking at the back. Lithius looking at the front.
Grandpa, you kind of like looking around, up, below, and a quick second, you see a dark shadow.
Oh no!
Underneath the water?
Underneath
Dude,
the
How
ice.
big of a shadow was it?
It's pretty decent size. It's about.
There's something
You see when it's a little bit smaller than the cart.
very large under the ice. I don't know if we should pull over or
Does
go
divine sense
faster.
pick up anything?
Let's pick up the pace.
I
Can I
don't
make
think we can outrun it. It went just now under the cart.
Can I pick
fast.
up? Can I do a nature check? See if like anything that would be like that big that lives in these kind of lakes.
Sure.
I'll try to make the horse's deeds go
What
fast.
is with my rolls? I haven't rolled above a 3 all night.
Hmm.
9.
Rip.
9.
I know nothing.
I'm going to grab an iron ingot and just toss it out the back really as far as I can.
Is the goose still on our cart? Can I roll a blood hunter check to see if there's anything shitty about this goose?
Sure.
Congratulations,
Would
it's a
that
shitty
be-
goose.
Would that be an intelligence one to recall information?
Not a demon goose.
Sure, yeah.
God. This is like an albatross to
Okay,
us.
okay, but for real though, geese fucked me up when I was.
Oh, like geese are nothing to fuck with.
I know. Did it
Do you
just
remember?
disappear? Oh, there it goes.
Do you remember
Hey.
NDK when we had those geese that chased
I
us?
know.
Whew,
I know.
fun times.
Fae fiend undead.
Yeah, this goose just seems like a normal fucking goose.
Cavril still hates it with all of her heart. And she's like, there's a special classification in my blood hunter census for you.
Amazing.
Fae
Blood
fiend
hunter.
goose
Is it
undead.
circling like between Gideon and the cart?
It doesn't seem to. All Grandpa saw was a quick.
Okay.
Did it react to the iron ingot I threw outside the back of the
It's
cart?
tremors.
It doesn't seem to.
Dang.
This is
not
tundra
that you can tell.
tremors.
What do I need to roll to make the steeds go faster?
Animal handling.
Am I-
Good.
That's a wisdom skill. Oh boy.
Good.
That's my
Lucas is plenty
casting
of it.
skill.
Oh boy. No, that's animal friendship and that only works on
Damn.
snakes. Oh, 17.
Nice.
Yeah, they start picking up their pace a little bit.
Good.
That just makes
I
me
did
more
my
interested.
job.
So as you guys are going, all of a sudden,
God.
even you guys, like, and everyone starts hearing.
I mean, maybe it is just under the lake and it's looking for other small fish to eat.
Cal.
There's no reason it would
Gonna
come
give a bit of an eep, and she's gonna cast Armor of Agathis as a racial skill.
Yeah.
Cal, you're kind of looking
Cal-
around, and all of a sudden, at the corner of your right eye, you look, and you watch as a section of the ice right by you begins turning red and red and red. All of a
I'm
sudden,
also gonna cast Armor of Agathis!
boom! This fucking thing busts out of the fucking like ice, and it looks like this huge, long insectoid centipede-like being with like it's white and with red like streaks on the side, and looks over.
Oh, me. Oh boy.
Oh,
Initiatives, I imagine?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what he
Yeah,
said.
he said
Oh
initiative.
god.
Alright.
Make it better than last time. Come on.
Oh, good. The pilot.
Is there a map to this?
Jeez.
There is indeed almost said a pilot. There is indeed a map.
Oh boy!
The fuck is wrong with us today?
I don't know.
Don't worry, guys. I've got this initiative.
But at least I managed to get on Armor of Agathis right before we started.
What the fuck is wrong with us, guys? I seriously have not rolled above a 3
this is our
all
worst initiative we've
night.
ever had as a group. 46635.
The total order is 66543.
Wow. That's probably some of the worst initiative I've seen ever in D&D.
Yeah.
From a whole party.
I mean, it makes sense for how we were like, but
It's Mihi and
Capriel
Capriel.
Grabs the cup of water and like pours it on herself and then
yeah, Mickey just like he gives like a eep and like air vapor just kind of coalesces on her body.
Since Mihi and Capriel got off Armor of Agathis, can I shout the command word for Heaven's Fang?
Sure.
Thank you.
Oh, no.
What is that, boy?
The fuck is that?
Well, let me tell you, I'm sure it didn't get less.
Memoraz.
Sure,
All
sure it
right.
didn't get
So
less fucking initiative than all of us.
top of the order.
Is that the hole? The black space is the hole?
That's the hole. Yeah. No, the black space is the cart.
No, this gray space above it.
That's the
around
hole.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I said I was 30 feet away from the cart on the horse. 30.
What was that
I
noise?
have no idea what that was.
Sounded
It
like a
sounded
car.
like a demon.
All right, so top of the order.
What a surprise! Man, only with
looks
a
around.
12. With a 12, too.
Yep. As you watch as it quickly kind of goes, just like goes on the ice. 5. Hold on, I gotta check something. Do.
Well, I hope you
Okay.
guys enjoyed the
Yep.
fancy cart
So
while we
that's-
had it.
Man, with all the
5.
cards attacking we have, I really need to get like Mad Max, like the metal grit, bar plating around.
If only we had a bard, we could get somebody with the flamethrower and
Yeah.
You watch it goes around in front of the car like super quick, and you watch it goes to bite on Oliphius.
There are
okay.
horses that are bigger
Yeah,
than
I
me.
literally
Why
thought
me?
that you were about to say like old Dahlia or Key, and I was like,
Old Dahlia's on the left. She would be fine. Key.
That is a 21 to hit.
I mean, nah.
Okay, you take
Ooh, that's a lot of dice.
that is
Oh,
25
wait, no.
points of damage. So 18 of that is piercing, and 7 of that is fire.
Fire.
Yeah, as you feel it latches down on your arm, and you feel like there's like the spittle and the heat from the inside of this thing because that goes into your body as you feel yourself burn.
Okay, that was all of my health. I'm not unconscious, but I'm darn near close.
Why are you at 37
It gets
damage?
in, it gets
You're not
into
healing
you.
for rest?
Because during the healing, I spent 5 of my hit dice, and I went from like 30 something down to 12.
Oh, I see.
I had taken a lot of damage during
I
that
see.
Yeti fight. This trip has not been kind to me.
Nope.
Yeah, just a roar of pain. Ow, so much pain.
I don't know why, but like just my like I just imagine like Oliv's going, ow.
Mhm.
So much
I
pain.
want to yell. I don't want
I
to
know.
yell
I'm just-
into a mic.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, like, I think that was funny. And looks around, like, bites on you, and looks over at the horses. Mihi, you're up.
Okay. How much is it? Is it like normal movement to move through the cart, or is it difficult terrain?
We have a range
It's
reaction.
difficult terrain to get out or to get in.
Okay, so I'm gonna move 5, 10. So then I get out, and that's 20, correct?
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm out. I'm right next to it. I would like to. Mihi's gonna like. She's terrified. She's trembling. She's going to take off her glove on one hand, reach up and touch it, and I'm going to use Written in Blood. So I can, as an action, touch a creature within range. The target must make a Charisma saving throw with DC equal to my Warlock spell save DC, 16. And if they fail, they're paralyzed until the end of my next turn. Their flesh peels back into pages of a book bound underneath their skin. And the
Damn.
words within describe who they are and what they've done. I can read up to 6 different sentences from them, prioritizing details I wish to learn.
Okay,
Damn.
what saving throw was this again? I'm sorry.
Charisma.
Oh,
That's
that they're
super
really bad at that.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if we should tell him to fuck off or fight him, but I figured we'd fight him.
That was a 4. It
So,
fails
yeah,
horrifically.
failure. Paralyzed until the end of my next turn. So, 6 details. Normally it's like meant for like, a person, but given that this is a creature, can I use it to have you give me like can I ask 6 questions about like resistances, damages, stuff like that?
Sure.
Does this creature have any resistances?
It doesn't have any resistances.
Does this creature have any vulnerabilities?
It doesn't have any vulnerabilities.
What's this creature's armor class?
It is 14.
Somebody write this down, please. How much health does this creature have?
Currently, 93.
What is this creature? Does this creature have any like breath attack? Like roll a 6 and it comes back kind of thing.
It does not.
What's this creature's strongest attack?
Its only attack is bite.
Okay, there we go. All the info we can get.
I missed the one of those, but I got the last 5.
No vulnerabilities and no
No
resistances.
resistances.
No beam attack.
Okay.
All right.
So that's
So
my action.
I'm not done yet.
Oh, sorry.
As you touch with your spell, all of a sudden the heat from its body radiates into your arm, and you just you feel yourself burning as you touch this creature.
Her already burned and scarred hand is burned more.
Yep, you take a grand total of 8 points of fire damage.
Okay.
On your hand it burns into you.
Thanks to Armor of Agathis, it doesn't actually hit me, so she doesn't feel it. And it takes 10 points of frost damage.
All right. 10 points of cold damage?
Does that trigger it again? Is it just...
No. Hold on, so it takes 10 points of cold damage, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, so you watch as the ice around you cracks and shatters and goes into it and goes, and you watch as it doesn't affect it at all.
But I asked if it had any. Oh, it's an immunity, not
It's an immunity.
Damn it, you cheeky fuck! All right.
Different category.
Yep.
All right, so then I'll take my 10 more feet of movement, move back here.
It looks to you as you run away. It goes to bite.
It's paralyzed.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Thank you. Oh, that was. Oh well.
Yeah. It's paralyzed until the end of my next turn. So everybody has advantage. And then I don't have a bonus action. Ooh, actually, that's a spell above first level that did damage to the creature. Mm-hmm. I would like to use my bonus action to activate the Archivist's Journal. Yay, I did it, guys! I didn't realize I had another way to do it. So, Archivist's Journal. It deals damage. The target becomes vulnerable to the first instance of damage of a single type rolled randomly on the table below. So, boop, 4. The next instance of necrotic damage to it, at any point in time, will have vulnerability. So, the next time you do necrotic to it, it's doubled. But only for that next time that you do it. So,
Gabrielle has necrotic.
I think that Oliphius might be able to do it with his Chaos Bolt.
Oh, yeah.
I actually don't know
Not sure
if I
if
can
it's
do
an
it.
option or not. But, that's my bonus action, that's my movement, that's my action, turn.
Okay.
Yay, much more useful than last fight.
Oliphius.
Okay.
Oh wait, how much damage did it take from your little thing? I'm sorry, I forgot
10.
to put that down.
10. But it
No,
was
not
immune.
I thought the page thing did damage.
No, it did not.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, so that page thing does no damage, it just does the...
It just paralyzes them, and I get a whole bunch of details about them. But they're paralyzed until the end of my next turn, which is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what the Staff of the Adder, if it has like a special can attack at range, essentially.
And his skin is peeling back like a book.
Staff of the Adder. Has a reach of 5 feet. No, so I have to be adjacent. Crap.
I mean, you are adjacent to it.
Yeah, you think I want to be? I was thinking if I had range 10.
It's paralyzed, though.
Yeah, that ain't stopping me from getting away.
Yeah, it is.
I was hoping I could attack from range, like 10-foot range, essentially, is what I was saying.
Like Caffriel and
Yeah.
her silly side.
Essentially, not being adjacent to it when I dealt damage.
Oh, because of the... Right.
Okay, shit. Do I risk the big damage, or do I give myself protection? I'm very low.
Just wait for your wild magic to give you protection. It always does.
Until it doesn't. I'll do Chaos Bolt at level 3.
Okay.
Or actually, no. If I'm gonna do a 3rd level spell, here I'll move over there instead. If I'm gonna do a 3rd level spell, I'm just gonna do Lightning Bolt because it's paralyzed. It can't dodge.
It's true. Yeah, automatically fails dexterity saving throws, isn't it?
Yep.
I believe so. So that'll be 39 or sorry, 29 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
And I got real close, but I don't detonate. Let's see, that would be
Sadness.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Because I'm a coward.
It's like, you know. I'm out.
I am in not good states, so fuck her heroism.
All right. So, Alyphius, I think your turn, yeah?
Yeah.
So as you kind of duck behind the cart, all of a sudden you watch as another big fucking like shadow underneath like the ice, and it starts watch it comes closer and closer to you guys as it goes underneath you towards the hole, busts out, and it's an even bigger one of these fuckers.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Coming.
Oh lord.
Oh, Lord.
Where there's a baby, there's usually a mommy.
That first one was the baby.
It says young Remo.
Remoras.
Yeah.
Like,
It looks over and you watch as it goes 5, 1,
I was just thinking that was a suspiciously low health total for a boss.
15,
I certainly hope it doesn't
25.
focus me.
30. As it goes around, looks over at Horse and old Key and old Dahlia, and
Here's the breath.
No. Yeah, right.
Rest in
gonna say-
peace. Rest
I'm
in
gonna say
peace.
even, Key, odd, old Dahlia.
Oh god.
It's a 1.
Oh, Dahlia! She has armor
Looks
now.
over.
Come on, horse armor.
Natural 20.
AC's 15 now at least.
19.
Oh,
Natural
It might-
19?
Yep, it bites down.
Fuck.
Oh,
Oh god. Oh no.
That is a grand total of 70 points of damage.
Fucker! No!
He's
y'all.
had enough of our shit. He's killing us.
You watch as like old Dahlia like looks up at this big old mouth as it comes down and bites down on old Dahlia.
Y'all, oh,
Go
Dahlia
Jurassic
just got
Park.
bored.
Grandpa
Let's
just-
go.
Scream.
Oh.
Tears rolling down his eyes.
We
He's
need
like reaching
to
out.
fucking go.
And you hear as you watch as like a bolt goes down its throat.
Well,
I think we
She
need
dead.
to run.
We can't outrun that.
We
we
just
just
dealt
lost half
70
of our
damage.
horsepower.
Yeah.
It is still
We
70.
just lost half of our move. Like,
Well, it's
Yeah,
blocking
well-
us, but
I got a plan. I could tell it to fuck off.
good luck.
Grandpa, you're up.
Grandpa is going to step out of the cart and look at the large thing and say, "You eat my donkey, I will destroy your child." And I will move up within 5 feet of it, and I will cast Guiding Bolt at 2nd level into this.
Okay.
Get the 20. Get the 20. Get the 20.
God, I hope so.
So that's a... This? Oh, and I have advantage because it's paralyzed, right?
Yes.
But within 5 feet, you would technically get disadvantage. So it'd be
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
damn.
Damn.
I will
well,
let you take it back if you wish.
No, because Guiding Bolt was what I would have done, so...
But
I mean,
would you have stood
like,
within 5 feet?
That's what I meant.
Oh, okay. Okay, then yeah. I guess I'll do
I
the...
mean, they
I just imagine
I
as
already-
Grandpa's walking
I
up.
already said I did it. So, and he just got tears in his eyes, so he's not aiming correctly, and he just sends the guiding bolt and crashes into the ice. And that was yeah. So then I will. I don't think I have anything else I can do as a bonus action. Yeah, so that's it.
Okay. Cal, you're up.
This ain't good, guys.
Nope.
Just saying.
Especially with most of us not having our high level spell slots.
Right? Nuffles has come to come back and bitten us all.
I don't know if Mihi has that spell, but we'll see if this works.
I have a cursed wish. I can have any spell.
Yeah, but I don't know what your plan is. But,
Banish.
I mean, I
Banish.
wouldn't know that. But okay, so I'm gonna telepathically command Gideon, and we're going to run. Let's see. He'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and he'll stop there at the back of the cart, like, neighing. And as he runs off that way, as a bonus action, I'll cast Misty Step to get to the front of the cart. And as my action, I want to cut key free of the cart. Do you just want me to roll attack roll?
No, it shouldn't be that hard to cut, like, basically, like,
To
a
cut,
strand.
yeah, to cut key free. And
You cut key free, and, like, he's like, like, he's probably gonna bolt.
jump onto him. I still have my movement and stuff left. I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'll jump onto him. Because I don't know how... Because of mounted combat, I don't know how that works. Because can I at least get him out? No, they'll just get an attack of opportunity. Shit. And he'll die. But I can blow its reaction, so we'll see if it works. And can I take Key towards Mihi, holding my hand out for Mihi? Shouting at everybody to get on the horses. And that'll be my turn. That's a really good turn.
Okay.
So can I get here? Are they gonna buy it at Key?
I'll get another horse token.
Okay.
Caprell, you're up.
I'm shouting to get on the horses and run.
So Caprielle casts Expeditious Retreat on herself. And then she is going to hop out. And she's going to use her action to swing at the baby to try and get the mama's attention. She's only moved 5 feet so far.
Okay.
Can you move and then attack and then move again? Okay. So she hops out. Advantage on the baby, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure advantage because it's paralyzed.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I would move up one more space, Colleen, because then you get a crit for free.
She still gets a crit
No, you have to be within 5 feet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's within 5 feet.
for the coup de grace, right?
For paralyzed.
Well, for paralyzed.
Paralyzed.
oh,
crit.
okay. One second. I didn't know that.
You still have advantage, so it'd still be a normal.
Attack rolls. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
You have advantage.
yeah, I'm trying. So fuck. Why did it do it that time? Okay, so
No, you still hit it originally, even with your lower.
yeah. So it hit.
Yeah, it hits.
So we'll just say that the 15 is my first attack and the 21 is my second attack.
Okay.
Because with the extra attack, I still get a bonus action, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So you have 2 attacks. So.
Okay. Sweet. So.
And these are crits, so.
Yep.
Oh fuck.
21 points of damage.
No.
You double the dice.
You double the dice.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
21.
16 plus 5 is yeah.
And then
Another
21
2.
again. And
So a grand total of 42 points of damage.
since I've already moved 10 feet, I'm gonna shout at Grandpa to come with me, and then I'm gonna shout or to go to the horses, and then I'm gonna shout at the thing, and I'm gonna move another 5.
By the way,
10.
before I forget, you take 9 points of fire damage from attacking this thing.
With my weapon?
Yeah, because if you attack this thing within melee range, it shoots out like a steaming kind of.
Oh, okay. How many points of damage?
9 points of fire damage.
Okay, that doesn't take away all of my armor of Agathis.
Which means that the damage also procs onto the creature from
It's
Armor of
immune
Agathis.
to cold.
Is
I
immune to
thought
cold.
it-
Oh yeah, duh. Right.
Yeah, I thought it was when all of it went away.
No,
Not
it's
every time
you're
that
hit.
it takes damage, but it
Oh,
takes the
okay.
full amount every time. So if it like, so
That's why high
you
level
get
Armor
10
of
now,
Agathis is amazing.
and then when it pops again, it's like another 10. But it's immune to cold, so it kind of doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, so it acts as temporary hit points at this point.
Okay. So she moves up another 20 feet, and she's shouting at the mama like, "Come fucking get me, bitch!" Like, chase me.
Oh, I was
out."
already watching you when you attacked its baby. Like it was.
Oh yeah, I know. Capriel's got Expeditious Retreat on the next turn. She's just booking it.
All right,
If she makes it to the next turn, that thing dealt 70 damage.
I know.
that's the end of your turn, right?
Yeah, it's on my turn.
So it is the young one's turn.
Paralyzed.
It is looking really fucking hurt.
It paralyzed.
It's paralyzed.
Yeah, it's paralyzed for now until the end of your turn, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure. So yeah, can't do anything. So, Mihi, you're up.
Okay. Mihi's gonna swing onto the horse, I guess. She's gonna swing onto the horse, and then she wants to look at the look back at it, and she is going to cast slow. She's going to flip into Grim and find a story about a small host of time-lost brain worms that crawl into the target's mind and like slow their actions and slow their thoughts. And she'll cast slow at both of them. So it's like a big 40-foot radius. I get to pick what it does. So it's a wisdom saving throw, I believe.
Okay, so the young one goes first. 8, it fails.
Yep, wisdom saving throw.
The adult, 13.
Fail.
Fails. Nice.
So both of their speeds are halved. They take a -2 to AC and dexterity saving throws and can't use reactions.
Okay.
You can either use an action or a bonus action, can't do both.
Okay.
And it can't make more than
Loses
one melee or
reaction too,
ranged
right?
attack. Yes, loses reaction, can't make multi-attacks.
Mhm.
And if it casts spells, then stuff happens. But I would be shocked if these things had spells.
I cast
You watch
Fireball.
as the adult one, like its little tent, like its little like bug arm go. It's like arcade circle.
Mhm.
But that your turn.
Yeah, I'm on Cal's horse now.
It is now your turn, Oliphius.
God, I don't even know.
And the baby one's pretty fucking hurt.
Cal did shout to get on the horses. You see Capriel taking off in one direction.
And Capriel's also shouting to get on the horses.
I'll try and get on the horse.
It's
Guessing.
Gideon. Well,
Oh, okay,
Isn't that
cool.
cute? Oh yeah, I thought that was okay. Yeah, you're right.
I grabbed
You
Gideon.
that's right.
Okay. Then while on Gideon, I can't get around to. Okay. With Gideon, I'll move over. How much is Gideon's speed? Something
60
like
feet.
60. Okay. Try to move as much over to Capriel as possible.
Fuck.
Capriel does have Expeditious Retreat on, so she can move.
Well,
She can
Ollie
double-
doesn't know that.
She can double move, and then she can bonus action move again.
I'm also trying to line up a shot, so.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have seen her move that quickly, wouldn't I?
Yeah, I
You
guess
would've.
that's true.
Yeah, you
Adam?
would have seen it. Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I'll move over to here, cast another
You're
lightning.
in the middle, technically. Because the horse is 2x2. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Cast a lightning bolt to try to hit the young Remoraz and the
Adult one.
adult Remoraz. Yeah.
All right. So that is a dexterity, and they have, because of slow, they have disadvantage or I forgot.
-2.
-2 on their dexterity checks. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So the young one is a 14.
I believe that. That fails.
Okay, and the adult is an 8, so it also fails.
Okay. They both fail.
That should kill the little one.
Unless I roll like crap. So that's 28 points total.
Yep. So you watch as your lightning goes off, and you watch the young one fucking dies.
Woo!
The adult took how much again? 28?
28.
Cool. So looks down at its baby and like looks up at you and just like you see like, so that's the blue like eyes that are completely covered. All of a sudden you watch as a red glow from like beneath them.
Okay.
Ooh, Adam, I forgot to ask, is the damage that we take for being in melee with it when it gets hurt, is that fire damage for touching it? I have resistance to that. I shouldn't have taken as much as I did.
Do I take any damage?
I said it was fire damage when I said you took
Do I
fire.
take any damage from being next to the baby when it got hit by the lightning bolt?
Nope.
No,
Okay.
I would be drawing a line through it so you wouldn't
Oh, okay.
take any damage from it.
I just wasn't sure if it like released any in the immediate area whenever it gets hit
No.
by
It says when a creature that touches the Remoraz or hits it with a melee attack within 5
Okay,
feet takes.
gotcha.
Depending on
Let's see. So I moved about 5, 10, 15, 20. We got 40 feet left.
you also gotta like let Grandpa on too.
I mean, if it's focused on me, then it shouldn't be caring about Grandpa.
We'll find out.
Yep.
I did just kill the baby, so
Give me.
that. Oh, I'm so fucking dead. Shortest route, or what's the longest route that it could take? Diagonals, probably. So 10, 15, 20. That's probably the farthest distance I can get.
Okay. That's it.
I mean, I think so.
All right.
Bye, guys. Glad I have a backup.
It looks
It
out.
is
It's gonna go
slowed.
5, 10,
It is slow.
15. That's as far as it's gonna be able to get.
Oh, okay.
As like it's well, because it's slowed by magic. Because like
Yeah.
as it starts going,
Oh, thank God.
so it's focused on. Yeah, it's focused on Oliphius. So it's just gonna double move towards him.
That makes sense.
So as it goes and goes, it's just like slowly moving towards you.
I'm taking my attack of opportunity.
Wait, this
You're still within range.
motion.
Oh, I thought it was going to keep moving because you said it was going to double move.
Nope, that's as far as it got.
Oh, really?
Because it's
Oh,
slow. Yeah, because it's slow.
Hashtag slow.
Question.
I've been waiting
Alright.
to use that one.
Slow motion.
Matrix slow motion. Grandpa, you're up though.
Well, no. I mean, like, does it scream in slow motion where it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm going to move 5, 10, 15. I'll take it up. Oh, no, it can't.
You
right?
won't.
Doesn't have reactions?
It doesn't have
Yeah, it
reactions.
doesn't have
Okay.
reactions
10,
because it's
15,
slow.
20, 25, 30, over to here.
It's a good spell.
And I'm going to chuck another guiding bolt second level.
If we can just kite it, we could probably just kill it.
Yeah, at this point.
Natural.
Natural one. Can you roll me a disadvantage?
The tears are too much, Grandpa.
Too much.
Oh.
20. Sorry, Kafrael.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So You watch as the guiding bolt goes, the tears streaming.
He's so distraught.
blocking
He
your vision.
can't even.
You watch as it kind of goes and disappears, and all of a sudden, Capra kind of looking at it, all of a sudden he watches this big fucking thing, boom, fucking hits you right in the fucking chest, just boom.
Does
Is
this
that
mean
what-
things have advantage on me?
Yeah.
Yep.
The next
Yeah.
attack
Next
has
attack has
advantage.
advantage.
And
Next
you have to
attack on
make
you
a
has
con save
advantage.
for expeditious retreat.
So yeah, you just have to beat it. You just have to beat a
Be a
10.
10.
Meet or beat a 10. So Constitution saving throw. Meet or beat 10. All right,
Yeah.
you're good. Expeditious retreat still on you.
So I lose my last point of armor of Agathis.
Grandma
Um,
takes 10 points of cold damage.
No,
No,
it's
no,
only
no, he's got
melee.
it.
Oh, it's only
melee.
melee attacks?
Damn
Okay.
it.
Whew.
Yeah, it's only melee.
What do you mean, Devin? You want to do more?
Like the fucking one.
My donkey just died, okay? I'm distraught.
Yeah, but your
Man,
donkey dying doesn't give you permission to be an ass.
I
I can't even see Cafriel over there.
I've been hit by Olivius. I've been hit by Grandpa. I've been hit by Mihi.
One
Cast
more
challenge.
bingo. No.
He's hit on me.
Okay, that is a mutual thing. Both of it that has been reciprocated. That is different.
All right, that your turn.
Didn't Cal attack you because of a succubus back in the
Oh
Pulp
yeah.
area?
No, she attacked me. I didn't attack her.
Oh, okay, that's what it was.
She nat 20.
Almost bingo.
Yeah.
Almost.
I have two. I have all E2. I just need Grandpa.
Yep.
I have to beat Colleen to
Yeah.
the
Oh my God, you
friendly
both trying
fire
to get
bingo.
Friendly fire bingo. Everybody has me off their list. That's
Everybody
like
has
the three.
Mihi and Ollie, I think.
The Mihi
I'm
free space.
sorry. I'm
Colleen froze.
sorry.
Yeah, Colleen. Yeah, she just.
My rolls are real bad. That's why I'm using things like slow, because it doesn't require me to roll.
Okay.
All right, so that's your turn, right? Right, Grandpa.
Yeah.
All right, Cal, you're up.
I'm going to get Grandpa Mihi and I will jump off the horse. And I guess we're going to try and kite it. 10, 15, 20. And taking 2 swings. Bonus action is to activate as a racial ability Searing Smite. Oh,
Switch the regions to try and help Cafriel.
Anyway, it's your best bonus action. You're doing what now?
bonus action is Searing Smite as a racial ability.
Don't forget it has -2 to its AC.
Yep.
That's good to know.
24.
That hits.
And I'll dump a first level spell slot into it.
Help!
There you go.
We can hear you now.
6 points of fire damage.
Okay. You watch as the fire licks off its body and does nothing.
Okay. 6 points of lightning damage.
If I had gotten fire or cold with the Archivist Journal, it removes the immunity and replaces it with
6
vulnerability.
points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And oh, it doesn't have 12 points of no. I don't wanna make this an attack strategy. 12 points of magical slashing damage. Second attack,
Okay. So that makes that.
19 to hit.
That hits. Hold on. So as the first strike goes through, all of a sudden, like you hit it and just like it's like insectoid blood goes on you, and you feel it kind of burns into your skin. You take 12 points of fire damage, which as a tiefling gets reduced to 6.
I am not at 69 is
Nice.
yeah, nice. And then the second attack, 19 hit. 11 points of lightning damage.
Yep.
And I'll dump my last spell slot into it for radiant damage. 14 points of radiant damage. Oh, no, I rolled the wrong things. 8 points of radiant damage.
That's 19 total.
10 points of magical slashing damage.
So 29.
And then I will back
Hey,
up.
you guys have now done a grand total of 69 points of damage to this thing.
Hey,
Nice.
And then I will back up 10 feet, and it doesn't have a reaction because I'm slow.
It does not. You are indeed correct with that
Oh, and
statement.
well, I'm only gonna back. No. I'll only back up 5 feet. We'll find out what happens. And I'll just save it.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, and
All
then
right.
fire damage for the second attack.
Oh, yes, thank you for mine. So that is 16, which reduces down to 8.
8.
Oof.
As you hit again. All right. Kefrael, you're up.
Gabrielle's reeling from the betrayal. She thought we bonded over the tarot.
it's a big couldn't see it back there.
I didn't expect things to
Crying,
go so
Ethan.
terrible.
Grieving.
So Gabrielle is gonna move. What's the range on this motherfucker? It is 80 over 320. So within 80 feet, I should be striking. What?
You have Expeditious Retreat on, and you have Sentinel. And it's slowed, so it can't move as fast.
I know.
Okay.
I don't want to take fire damage. I already took radiant damage, motherfucker. I have advantage on me.
If you attack with your reach, though, does it hit you? Because you're not within 5 feet.
Yes, it still
Okay.
hits me.
It says
Yeah.
while within 5 feet of it.
Which you won't be.
Yeah, because
Really?
you
You attack
were
with
within
feet.
5 feet when you were trying
To
to
get the crit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's why hit
I
you.
guess, I don't know. Both. It's.
Both work. It's just making sure you have the knowledge.
Let me just check something real fast.
Because the more you know.
Oh, my cantrips are all 5 feet though, so I wouldn't be able to do cool cantrip things.
Yeah, just shoot it with a crossbow.
Yeah, I can just shoot it with a crossbow.
Besides, I think it's too big. I don't think it can trip.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45, 50,
Mm.
55.
Going a real long way to make sure you don't
60.
take that fire damage.
I want
That's,
to make.
that's a Mihi movement right there. Trying to
So-
avoid fire damage. I'm just saying, like, Mihi doesn't like fire. She would probably get that far away to avoid fire damage.
Correct.
And oh, cool! I can do 2 crossbow bolts, right?
No.
Yeah. No?
It's
Extra
an
attack doesn't
attack.
apply.
So she has extra
Has
attack.
the loading. Has the
Oh,
loading.
crossbow,
Crossbows
yeah,
have the
crossbow.
loading property, which means you can only do 1 attack with a crossbow.
Motherfucking motherfucker!
Crossbows are lame.
2 Eldritch Blasts? Or is that a certain
Oh no,
level?
You do.
I don't have Eldritch Blast anymore because I got rid of
Oh, yeah, she replaced it with a
Oh.
Green Flame Blade.
lame. Ugh.
I'll let you take that movement back since you didn't know that.
Well,
I mean, couldn't you take the 2 actions if you're just within 10 feet of it? Or 2 attacks?
It doesn't have
Yeah,
an
I
action, so you can run
can.
away too. Because you have a boatload of movement.
that's
You
true.
have so much movement.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Rolling around at the speed of sound.
Does this count as 10 feet away?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Okay, so I moved 25. And then I'm gonna do 2 scythe attacks and get hurt
Cool.
with fire damage.
You won't
Because
because
you're
you're.
with fire damage.
you're 10
You're within
feet
10,
away.
you're
Oh, right.
10 feet away.
Yeah, 16.
That, because it's slowed, that hits.
Nice.
Yay! That's gonna be 11. Then the first
Okay.
one, or the second one, that does not hit.
Does not.
Alright,
So
and then
it's like
she's gonna go.
And like, yeah, as you go, you kind of slide on the ice a little bit, so kind of whips.
Alright, there's her 30, and then 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. What's up, Polypheus?
It is a good thing we all have the Ring of Free Movement. Because ice would be awful without that.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, that's your turn.
Yeah.
Mihi, you're up.
Okay, so Mihi, on the other hand, is going to take the horse. She's gonna make sure Grandpa has an out if he needs to. So she's gonna go like here. Yeah. Gonna go like there. And then what I would like to do is I would like to cast Frostbite at the Remoraz. So it needs to make a Constitution save.
Is immune to cold damage.
I know, I'm not going for that. I'm going for the disadvantage on attacks.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh, support! Damage, bad. Support,
You said
good.
dexterity, right?
No, this is a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, it's really good at that. Oh my god! You lucky fuck! It rolled a 2, so it
Wow.
got 7.
Cool, so it takes 0 damage, but it has disadvantage on its next attack.
Okay. All right.
And then that's it? Yeah, that's it.
Oliphius, you're up.
In for a penny, I guess. Oh god, it's only category wounded. Fuck.
We're fine.
Slow OP.
Not in bolt. Did it twice already. Might as well do it a third time.
No,
Is
not
Cal in the way?
You can move to a place where...
I can move first.
Yeah.
I can like move there,
Yeah, that's right.
and then chow lightning bolt.
Okay.
That's the
It's
new-
dexterity saving throw minus
That's
2.
the verbal component. Cacao.
Ka-chow.
That
Ka-chow.
is a 3.
Ka-chow.
It fails.
Lightning Bolt McQueen.
Get that full damage, Oliphius.
Yay!
Nice.
I have been rolling worse and worse every time. 24.
24 points of lightning damage. All right.
Hey.
There you go.
Wild magic thing, Oliphius.
Hashtag just wild magic things.
Okay.
Nope.
Alright. Still don't kill yet. I'm gonna move over here and still be hopefully tauntingly far enough away that it focuses on me.
Okay.
And then the third one appears.
Oh, I'm not that mean.
Even bigger than the last.
If there's a parent, there's a grandparent.
Okay. I'm going to roll. You know what? Because I think it's more fun to have fate in your guys' hands. Cal, roll me a d4. Evens, it targets you instead. Odds, it goes after Oliphius.
It comes after me.
Oh boy.
So it takes a minute, like, kind of looks over at you and goes to go and strike at you.
Has disadvantage.
Thank you. That is a 21 to hit.
Hits,
Wow.
and I will parry to take half.
Okay.
Nice. Carry a giant remorse
Take-
too.
Parry this, you filthy casual.
Okay, so I have to calculate that. So that is what is okay? So 61 minus 13 is equal to
48.
I can help
40.
you.
Divided by 2 is 24.
yeah. So you
Five
take
minus
24 piercing and 13 points of fire damage, which also gets reduced by half.
Okay.
So like the whole
38. Then 13 divided by 2 is 6.5. Do you want me to round up or to round down?
let's round up.
Round up. So 7 puts me at 45.
Damn.
And you are now grappled and restrained.
Okay.
Shit.
Good to know.
Wow, I'm really glad the adult
As you are
didn't
now-
attack me.
Yeah, as you are now inside of its mouth. And then it's gonna go. Five, 10, Actually, it moves just a little bit. As you get, yeah. Well, I guess technically you won't be able to move without dropping you, so it's gonna stay right there. As it starts kind of tearing you like about like in the air. You guys watch as Cal is inside of its mouth. But that's all it could do. So
I know that boring is one of your kinks,
It is.
but
You confirmed that.
Don't make me
Grandpa,
add
you're
to
on.
the sticky note. I
So
will.
Grandpa looks at the creature that now has got Cal in its mouth too, and just more tears streaming down his eyes, and he yells, "Not Cal too, you bastard!" And he will slam his staff
prepares for
onto the ground.
impact.
And seeing Guiding Bolt not working too well right now, he's going to go ahead and instead cast Guiding, not Guiding Bolt. Guiding Bolt's not working, so I use Guiding Bolt. No, Spiritual Weapon. With my
Metal
last
on
second.
cow, and it's in its mouth.
Yeah. Got him.
If it wasn't immune to fire.
And my spiritual weapon, instead of it being the chortling turtle, it's going to be Old Dahlia as the spiritual weapon, slamming into it like into the side of its head.
Doing donkey kick.
And I get an attack that actually hits.
Yes.
You serious? It fucking kicks into
That'll
it.
be 7 points of damage.
All right.
And I will. That's my bonus action. Yeah, I'm going to step forward and then attack with my spear as well.
Okay.
That's a 13. Probably not going to hit.
It will not.
Even with the -2 for slow?
Yep,
Yeah.
even with the -2.
I will spend the last of my sorcery points to do a D4. Add that to Grandpa's. 15.
16.
No, 13 plus 2 is 15, so that just hits.
Yeah, I was
Yay!
saying the AC is. Oh,
Oh, no, AC's 15.
Oh,
It
15.
just hit.
nice.
Oh, sorry. Why did I do that? I need to do the damage.
Oh,
Sorry.
Where was that?
Yeah, right.
Right?
7 points of damage.
All right. So you stab into it, and it's keeping its mouth shut. As almost you pull it out, like spurts of little blood,
Yep.
kind of gets on your face, and you take 9 points of fire damage, which as
By half.
a forged domain you take half,
Yep.
so that goes down to 5.
Okay. And I will stay where I am.
Okay. So, Cal, you are currently grappled and restrained.
Action to try and break it.
Okay.
I'm asking. Or, is
I
it contested
believe
or is it
so.
a save? I guess is what I'm wondering.
This time you've grappled. It is an escape.
It's an escape roll.
It is a yeah.
Which I think is athletics or acrobatics.
It's a strength saving. It's a strength save.
Strength save.
Just passed over these things. I have all of my lay on hands.
You've got this.
Restrained means I can't move, right? I don't remember what the conditions do.
Grappled means you're. I know
Grappled
grappled
is-
means that your movement is 0.
Restrained means I think you can't make attacks.
You have disadvantage on attacks. I think.
Disadvantage on attacks, yeah.
So I will.
And disadvantage on dexterity saves.
It's a strength save, not a strength check.
To my knowledge, it's a strength save.
Okay. I guess I'll. I've got a bad I'm just gonna dump lay on hands. I've got a bad feeling about the roll, so I'll take 35 points of healing and go down to 2.
Yep.
Solid.
And bonus action.
Question.
Answer.
Don't you have a Misty Step?
I've used all my spell slots.
Damn it. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if it was an item that was giving you that or if it was a spell.
My bonus action. I will. I'm staring down its gullet. No, something bad might happen if I do that. As funny as it would be. I will, as a bonus action, just take a healing potion.
Okay.
Ah, gets me back down to 1. And or 2d4 plus 2 gets me down to 3.
So that would make you the 3. Yeah.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Camphor
Comes out of the mouth.
It me.
Tiny little cork.
You watch as like it's kind of like gnawing on him, and he's just like, "I'm good, it's okay."
Oh, but I can still command Gideon, but he's on. Oh no, I don't want. I don't want to mess up Lucas. So Lucas is hurt. Cool, ignore me.
Cool.
Hello.
Hello.
It is I.
Yep.
Caffrio. Is it my?
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you?
Sorry.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. That good. Okay. Ba-ba-doom. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. With 30, I can perfectly put 10 feet between me and it.
Yep.
Sweet. So, with that, I'm gonna strike with my scythe. Well, guys, are we committed to killing this thing?
I think at this point,
Yeah.
we're committed.
It's got Cal in its mouth. We gotta kill it.
Handle
Alrighty.
Dahlia in its belly.
Fuck out,
She's
just let
like-
him just
she's
fall out
like-
and just-
Not my tiefling, you bitch! And she activates her right. She activates dat right. Dat crimson of fire.
It's immune to fire. Are you sure you want to do that?
Yeah,
Oh,
Cal,
no.
not good.
Oh, she's in. Okay, never mind. She activates her lightning. I think it's 7 now because I'm level 7. Yeah, I'm levels. Yeah. So it's 7. Okay, cool. So she activates her lightning right with her bonus action instead of using expeditious retreat. And first attack is gonna be a 20.
That hits.
Sweet. So it's gonna be 10 plus the 5 of lightning damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then her second attack is gonna be 21 plus the 3 of lightning damage.
What about your other D10?
Yeah, 21 to hit. And then...
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
It's
Nice.
okay. I still love you.
I spaced my D10.
You
Oh,
reroll
I gotta
that?
re-roll that.
We rolled that shit.
Still better.
The 8.
I like how all like a bunch of people just did the whole like head bob at the same time.
So you do it, and you watch as blood kind of goes on its other side, kind of landing in front of you and in front of Grandpa. Just-
The legs are just
Um,
sticking out of its mouth, like
Yeah,
floating
His
around.
legs are just dangling. That's your turn.
I'm going to use a free action to shout, "Your butt still looks good," and then that's my turn.
All right.
Good use of a free action.
Good. I agree. Good use of a free action.
Mm-hmm.
You're up.
Cool. She's gonna have the horse run this way, so she's well out of range. And then I would like to do the OG, the late great, the Eldritch Blast. And she's gonna yell, "Spit that thing out! You don't know where it's been." All right, first attack or first beam, I guess. Pew. 27.
That'll hit.
And I'm going to dump all 4 charges of Cabal's Ruin into it, because I remembered. I
Yay.
remembered.
I remembered. I'm so happy.
First is the force damage. 8
Nice.
points of force damage.
Okay.
And then an additional...
Oh.
Sadness.
It didn't...
Oh.
10 points of lightning damage.
So it's
Womp.
18 total.
Womp. I still remembered to use all of my abilities this time. I have like a little list of all the things that are limited use, and they're all at 0 right now. So I did it.
Yep, so you watch as you put your hand forward, and the bat comes out of the book. And all of a sudden, you watch as the bat is completely surrounded by like a bunch of lightning as it's arcing around its wings, around its body. And, like the lightning as like shakes and shakes.
Second beam.
Oh shit. Do I get partial
What?
coverage
Wow.
for being in its mouth?
Wow!
I moved to the other side so there wasn't anybody I could hit.
There's still a cow in the mouth.
It's.
Roll a disadvantage.
Do I get partial cover? Because it's just my butt and my legs sticking
You
out.
will. You get. I'll say you get half cover.
Okay, yeah, that'll make
Hey,
you're fine.
yeah. Okay, good.
You're fine. It misses. Like Cal, like you feel like something go whizzing past your tail.
I felt that!
I was gonna say it detonates on dad ass,
Mhm.
but it's just so thick.
It's too thick.
That's my turn.
All right.
Of course, it wouldn't be a combat without me hitting somebody with Eldritch Blast, basically.
All right. So, Oliphius, you're up.
You'll love to see it.
All right.
Special.
So I'll have Gideon move over there.
It's in the middle.
No. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry, I'm on me.
And sure, I'm running real low on spells here. This is gonna be bad. I'll do my last use of Chaos Bolt at 2nd level.
Yep.
Remember, it's still vulnerable to necrotic damage.
If you can roll it.
If I
Yeah.
can roll it.
Or Caphrael.
It's just gonna knock me
And-
unconscious and Caffrey will
Gypsies.
shadow puppet.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Oh, good call,
Full
yeah.
damage, the full damage combo.
Yeah.
The wombo combo.
Just rips out of its throat from the inside.
Seeing Cal in its mouth, I will use my Give Myself Advantage ability.
He's gonna fireball my horse. I just brought this horse.
He's gonna polymorph into like a giant something and just crush the horse.
All steeds dying this combat. Oh, you dropped.
Oh my
no! Oh my god!
At least you
think-
got the advantage to drop the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh, Flordy.
Lordy, lordy.
Oh, our
Don't-
wolves are not
It-
with us today.
Don't
At
make him
least-
roll right now because it'll be the fireball.
At least you did not hit Caffriel like Grandpa.
I mean, okay.
Because I'm inside of a monster right now.
Well, first things first, I have to roll to see. Okay, good. It doesn't go off.
Just because I want to, it goes off.
God damn it. Well, I die here.
26.
Oh,
26.
26. That's not
See, you've
fireball.
already gotten out the bad luck.
Not
It's
fireball.
good. It's all good.
Do not say that.
That.
26.
Read it!
What did?
Sure, alright. I get a third eye for a minute.
Gotta change the art. Oh, it's a minute. Never mind.
Okay.
I gotta change the art again.
I get
Man.
advantage on all wisdom perception checks for the next minute.
I was gonna say, Alyssa's gonna have so much commission from us.
You watch as the eye like opens up right where you're like basically like it opens and like the little like gem you have is now it's iris.
Ooh,
Cool.
that's cool. Yeah.
That's really cool.
No.
It's around.
Feeling like the like convulsion of magic that preludes to one of these effects, Alyphius is gonna be like, "All right, for once, I want you to do something. I want you to help me." Eye opens. God damn it!
But you're enlightened. Your third eye is now open. Feel the
Yep.
peace of the universe
Feel
coursing
the
through
peace
you.
of the universe.
And I can see a little bit better. I'm like, this doesn't help.
I mean, maybe you won't get a natural 1, natural 2 on your next attack.
All right. It's now the Remoraz's turn. It goes to try to swallow Cal.
No.
It has to make an attack roll for it still though. So
Okay, but it has
Shit.
23.
that hits.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you take
Parried.
that is okay. So hold on. So that is going to be 52 points of piercing damage
After 26.
and 14 points of
Fire damage.
fire,
Puts you back up.
which gets reduced by half and half again. So
Why does it
so
reduce
7
that to
and then
twice?
4. So you'll take 4 points of
parried
fire.
it, and you have the resistance.
I don't
Yeah.
think parry works on.
It's all one it's all one damage. I'm just separating it because you also have resistance to
I
fire.
don't know if parry affects the fire damage. It might just affect.
It's all part of one thing, so
Oh, okay.
it's the
So-
damage from the one attack.
Okay. Cool. Sweet. And I'm swallowed.
Yep. You watch as all of a sudden his feet
I've seen
As you
this
watch
movie
it.
before.
kind of starts going down.
Bless my soul. Cal was on
Yeah, right?
You weren't supposed to go into my private stuff.
Yeah. You are now blinded, restrained. You have total cover against attacks and other effects outside of the Remoraz. And you're going to take 66 points of acid damage at the start of each of its turns.
Each of its turns?
Yeah.
Yikes. Like automatically? Oh, 6d6, not 66.
Yeah, you take 6d6 points of acid damage at the start of each of the
That
Remoraz's
is a
turns.
lot.
Soften it up, Grandpa, so you can Hercules out of this thing. Sorry, Huncules.
Hunculus.
I think you'll be Huncules.
It was a nasty place. There was a mess wherever you stepped. But chaos reigned in it.
Definitely a mess inside of its bowels.
Yep. Just land on the
And
corpse. of old-
volcanoes never slept. Oh God, what does this thing have? Like
Mhm.
fucking acid reflux.
It's about to.
It starts looking around at the two people right in front of it.
Can you save Odalia while you're in there?
Hold on.
She's dead.
She's
She's
gone.
blind, you can't see anything.
Gone.
Roll a
dead.
D100.
All right,
You
Grandpa,
never know
you're up.
what'll happen. Max's mom got pregnant. She's 47.
Alright, bonus action, I'm attacking with the spiritual weapon. Almost a natural 20.
Nice.
Nice.
My old Dahlia spiritual weapon will deal 6 points of damage.
Okay, so that brings it down to.
Here's the question.
Can we use Revivify on a donkey?
Yes.
Please
Okay.
don't.
Okay, you could, yes.
Please
But-
do.
Between me and the donkey,
And then
respectfully request that you choose me.
One ass or the other.
Cut the thing open so we can revivify old
And then
Dahlia.
I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt without anybody in my way, so if I crit fail again. But at first level Guiding Bolt at it.
Okay.
Now
hits.
I'm getting the good rolls.
Nice.
Alright.
Finally.
Oh man, Cal's gonna have advantage.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Do you have any spell
Yeah.
slots left?
I don't.
10 points
Oh.
of radiant damage.
All right.
That's my turn.
You're also restrained, so you have disadvantage.
I'm
but the
blinded.
advantage negates that.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you get a flat roll.
Flat
It's
roll?
with the
If you're gonna, so the burst of
Fire.
light lights up as it splashes the hide of the animal or of the Remoraz, so I can know
Mhm.
where to hit, and I just try and jam the sword to where I saw the. I'm going to run for the. I'm going to hit the light.
No, you're not supposed to go towards
Attack
the light.
Towards the light.
13.
So first one misses.
Now I have disadvantage, right? Because or do I get
No,
advantage
'cause
on both
it-
attacks?
Oh wait.
I don't know.
I think it's just the
No.
next attack, isn't
Just
it?
the next
Yeah, I think-
attack.
I think it's just the next attack. Yeah. So as you quit, and all of a sudden you
Yeah.
guys watch as the light goes out. So now I have disadvantage.
I probably should have asked. Probably should have just tried to get out. Oh well.
Oh, natural one.
You kept yourself from dying. Is that 52 damage?
Bonus action.
Got any more potions, buddy?
Ooh, no, drop your sword for your natural one. It'll hurt it. You're inside of it. It's gonna hurt.
Yeah, I guess as a bonus action, I'll just take a potion.
Yep.
Smart.
Pray for Cat, and I will pray to Vivine to guide Catriel.
I
Alright.
am Vivine.
Yep, and let me roll my potion.
You're not.
Oh lord.
5.
Come on, health potions outpace the 66 acid.
All right, Capriel, you're up.
All right. Do I hear any sort of guidance from Vivine?
No.
Okay. Well, she's a bitch anyway.
You didn't even hear him praying.
Well,
Doesn't really
I
pray
figured.
out loud,
I
prays
thought that
internally.
maybe like she would hear him and then be like, hey,
Not all deities are on speed dial like Mitch.
Nope. Mitch and
my boy Midge has me with some high expectations, okay?
mhm.
He's just the old gods are the best gods. Okay. I'm a what?
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 Please save me.
What?
Hurry up and save me, please. Help me.
All right.
Blinking.
So, I'm gonna do me. It's immune to flame, right?
Yes.
Is immune to both fire and cold damage.
Fire and ice.
Damn.
Thunder.
Neither ain't so
Not
nice.
thunder. Let me check. Mm. Okay. So. Like, oh no, all of you are frozen. Hello? Okay,
Hi,
okay.
I can hear
I
you.
saw things.
Okay.
Okay. It said host
Oh.
connection lost.
Oh, that's weird.
Let me I'm gonna roll it. I'm gonna roll a d4 just to see if it's still going for me.
Okay.
D for that? Oh,
The Remoraz got her, guys.
Yep.
Womp.
Got her IRL.
So how about
The
them rockets?
anticipation is killing me.
Right.
Mhm.
Oh, there's the
Oh,
there's
there
the
it
D4.
goes. Oh boy. Oh, it's probably very, very close to dying.
May not be as close as we think it is.
I certainly hope it is.
She's coming.
so many times. Oh, hey, you guys are back.
Yeah.
I think you
I was
mean
just
you're bad.
loudly bitching to John about how much the internet sucks today. Okay, anyway. So, hi, how you doing?
Hi.
Hey,
Hi.
Hey.
Basically, I was saying that with me doing my Mystic Frenzy, unless the thing moves, it's just gonna look like my normal attack round. But if the thing moves, then shit's gonna happen. Okay? Okay. All on
Okay.
the same page. Cool.
Okay.
So, Booming Blade. I'm gonna do Booming Blade.
Boom and blade.
We hope that it hits.
We hope it boom.
It boom. It boom. So basically, on hit, this target suffers the attack's normal effects and it becomes sheathed in a booming energy until the start of my next turn. If the target willingly moves before then, it immediately takes 2d8 of thunder damage.
Okay, so you strike and you hit, so do damage.
Cool. So it takes this damage.
Woo! Get a crit.
Nice.
Oh lord!
Max normal damage.
baby! And then my
You wanna do
bonus, my Vivian! Woo woo! And then my X.
Wait, hold on, no. How do you want to do this?
Yeah!
Oh,
Are you
shit!
kidding me?
No.
It's the reverse Hercules. Cut him on the outside.
Stick the scythe in, jump around it, and like carve it. Like just carve the head
Yeah,
off. Like,
reverse
stick,
Hercules, like
jump.
she's like, not today, and she sees him like swallowed, and she's like, and she hops up, catches it the neck with her scythe, and just like runs around the side of it and like cuts its neck open to free Cal and hops off, and then the anime
like a can opener.
boom behind her, the anime boom
Yeah.
explosion, and its head just flies off.
You fucking go around and just kind of landing on a slide, like right in front of Grandpa, and you go, "Oh my god, Shinderu!" And just and, like, fucking snaps off.
The blood splatter forms the kanji for death.
Oh my god.
And like the background turns like all black and white for a second when the blood splatter comes up. Yes. There's like some like
And she still has expeditious retreat. Like she like zips over, like fishes Cal out. She's like, "Are you?"
Just to let you know, you would have an additional D8 of damage because you're past 5th level. So Booming Blade does an additional D8 of damage,
Oh, yeah,
regardless of if they move.
Wait, Oh, cool.
At 5th level, the melee attack deals an extra 1d8 thunder damage to the target, and the damage the target takes from moving increases to 2d8.
That spell's way better than I thought it was.
Yeah.
Dope. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So it's like, oh shit. So it's like an extra D8 when I do it, and then if it moves, it's 2D.
2d8.
Yep.
Oh, Booming Blade's really good. Okay, never mind. Whoa.
okay, Boomer Blade.
Okay.
Also,
Okay, Boom.
at level 11, both effects get an additional D8, and then at
What
level
the-
17, they get an additional D8 again.
Damn.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, cool.
Yeah, Booming Blade scales really well.
Yeah, it does. Alright,
So we're gonna go to break. We'll be back in about like 10 minutes. We'll see you all when we get back.
Woo!
we should be back.
Cool,
Alright,
cool.
sending
Yes.
out the
Yeti.
tweets and the Twitters and the Facebooks and
So
the
Caffriel just pulls Cal out of however you say this creature's name, because it
Remoraz, I think.
Remoraz. Sure, I can say that. Caffriel pulls Cal out of the Remoraz, and she's currently holding him like Superman and Lois Lane. With the free action, I will billow the cape of movement, or the cape of billowing over the two of us, as I'm covering Gook, and I'll just give her a little head bump. Was never even worried. I'll say an infernal.
she's gonna say idiot in Infernal.
Which just so happens to be Baka.
He's gonna
Whoa.
walk by and like in a friendly, casual, like joking tone, be like, "You're both idiots." In Infernal.
Unbillow the two of us, and ow. Ow.
The Remora's head is like laying on the ice, and you can see its blood like pooling out, and it's starting like it's not like pooling, but kind of it's a little bit. But you watch as it's kind of like
Melting the ice.
Get the
I
horses
was
onto the cart,
just
horses
gonna
onto the cart.
ask.
Hang on, wait. Grandpa, you said there's
Grandpa
a spell you can
pulls
use.
past them and just looks to see old Dahlia in its belly if she's still in there.
You're gonna have to kind of dig through. Basically, only its head got knocked off.
How fast is the ice melting? Like, there's pretty thick.
Not
ice,
like super quick, but like it's kind of you could tell it's melting, but it's not like like that. It's kind of like
yeah.
Caffriel's gonna yeet Cal and help
Ah,
Grandpa.
Well, I got out of your
Yeah,
arms. I'll
So he'll look at least, not really expecting to find much, but if there's any.
roll me investigation.
Okay.
Can I help with that?
If you like.
I
mean,
don't
he
have.
has a track record of going inside of giant creatures' bodies.
I happen to be an expert on this subject from
Are you
experience.
helping me or?
Yeah. I don't have proficiency though.
Oh.
Neither
Like,
do
is there
I.
any way I can assist without the proficiency because of my experience, Adam?
I say instead of giving an advantage, he gets a +2.
I will take that.
Investigation. That is 10.
10.
Oof.
It's the skin. It's too hot.
Mhm. Even with my fire resistance.
With your fire resistance, it's just a little too hot. Like you kind
I
of go
start
in,
kinda-
and it's like.
So yeah, I started kind of digging through and even like pushing past some of the pain. My fingers kind of turning a bit of like a dull red, pushing past some of the pain, but eventually it just like starts like blistering my fingers a little bit, and he just kind of steps back and kind of just sits down in front of the
Can
ice, just
I-
staring at the creature.
Can I slice at the stomach?
Sure.
Would I get advantage since it's dead?
Just roll damage.
Okay.
You don't even have to like. You can literally just place it like that.
Oh!
Hey,
Yeah, Matt.
almost. Top on one,
Yeah.
bottom on
So
the other.
you go through, and all of a sudden, stuff from its stomach, like spills out, and you see fish, you see
Oh,
birds,
he's a bigger fish.
and you see old Dahlia kind of like kind of crushed, and like you see bite marks in her, and like basically like broken. Like she's not like in half or anything like
Yeah.
that. Like it was way bigger than her, so basically kind of like chomp, swallowed.
Yeah. Grandpa just like puts a hand over his chest. Just kinda
He's gonna be
staring
like
at
behind Grandpa, like putting her arms around his shoulder and just.
her. And he kind of just thinks to himself for a little bit, and he pulls out the big diamond that we have from the shop we went to. And he looks at old Dahlia, and he puts the diamond back into the bag, looking to the rest of you guys, and then looks kind of gets closer to old Dahlia's body and just puts like a hand on her, and he says, "Thank you for carrying this old turtle and his silly little trinkets for so long. You can rest now. I'm sorry." Then I'll turn and walk back into the carriage and just close the doors.
Why didn't he revive old Dahlia?
I guess in case one of us died.
We need to buy more.
If we're fighting things like this, then this would have likely become a constant thing if we kept old Dahlia around. I don't mean to make it sound so heartless, but it is true.
How much of the body is left? You just said it was kind of crushed.
It's kind of crushed and bitten, but it's not like in half. It's still there.
Wait! Are we sure we don't have any more?
No, we only have the 300 gold diamonds that we bought.
Damn it. Okay. I had an idea.
I'll take the old chainmail that I haven't gotten rid of yet out of my pack, and I'll cut like 10 feet of the rope, so I have a 40-foot rope now, and I'll tie the chainmail around old Dahlia to weigh her down.
I mean, she still has her armor on.
Oh, she still has the armor on. That's true. I forgot that's a new thing.
So
Sorry.
much that did.
But I will close her eyes, and I will say, "Enjoy the greener pastures of Avalon. May you rest." And I will just push her off the ice into the water. At least this way, the animals up here won't get her, I guess. I'll click my tongue and lead Gideon and Key over and begin the process of tying them up to the cart and take the reins.
Is the goose still around?
Oh, it's gone. It fucking took the fuck off.
If it was
Like,
still
it's
around,
all-
I would now
it's
have
all-
actual suspicions.
It saw the thing bust out of the ice. Went like no.
Fuck this shit up.
Fucking dodge.
Just for fun, Adam, Grandpa's going to open like one of the windows of the carriage, and he's going to test fate, and he's going to rip a patch off of his robe of useful items and toss it outside.
Okay.
So I need to roll a D100.
Come on, donkey.
It's gonna be
We'll see.
box.
Caprio's already in the cart.
98.
Whoa!
But ain't that? It's a portable ram.
So it's just a sheep.
No, wait, like a no, not quite.
Like a battering ram?
Yeah.
Yes.
And he just kind of shrugs and closes the window.
You leave
He's
it out there in the cold.
Yeah. I had the options of 2 mastiffs and also a riding horse, and I was like, if I got the riding horse, that would just be so poetic.
He's gonna give Grandpa some space and jump up beside the driver's seat instead of going in the carriage.
Alephius is gonna go back to, I guess. Once Cal is done hitching the horses, he'll start driving again, I guess.
Does this mean that Gideon will be used as a horse for the carriage?
Yep.
I think so.
Guess I can delete my mule from my inventory.
No, because you'll carry the memories with you forever.
Yeah, it's the memories that weigh you down now.
You can just put 0 mules, 0 for mule.
Oh,
I'll drive Ollie. I've got a little bit more experience with this than you do.
Oh, thank God! I need to go and sleep.
I'll sit beside me, click the reins, and off we go.
Olympius will promptly go back and sleep. I have 1 spell slot.
Can we take a short rest?
Yeah, you can take a short rest.
Caffriel puts her head on Olympius' shoulder and just sleep.
Um,
I'm
Could-
kind of...
I was gonna say, could both Cal and Olympius roll perception checks?
Why Olympius?
Because he's out there.
No, he
I mean-
went back.
Oh no, sorry, it was Mihi then. It was Mihi. I'm
Oh.
sorry then. You're right. My bad. It's Cal and Mihi. My bad.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Dirty 19.
Nice. So, as you guys are kind of out there, you guys kind of look off in the distance, and you see, like, several hundred yards away. It's not like anywhere close. You guys see, like, this kind of big group of these small humanoid-like creatures, kind of like walking across the lake.
Do they look like the ones we saw yesterday?
No, they're small. They're small humanoids. They're not big humanoids.
I
They're
think
like,
maybe we should avoid that. Can I make a nature check just see if I know anything?
sure.
13?
It's a roving band of goblins.
Goblins. We should definitely avoid.
Yeah, I'll kind of at an angle, like if we're heading,
Mhm.
just putting space in between us, but still heading across the lake.
For the rest of us that are taking a short rest, can we roll hit dice?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Does driving prevent you from taking a short dress?
Yeah.
Short
I
dress.
will-
A short dress.
A short dress.
You can always wear a short dress when you're driving.
I will always wear a short dress then.
Let me check my inventory. I'll take 2 more of the healing potions.
Are you out of hit die? Oh wait, never mind. You're
I
driving.
can't
Never
take
mind.
short rest.
I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I just caught up. Oof, that was a lot of ones.
That's the last of my hit dice.
Me too.
I'm at 27 health damage still.
Yikes. Are you gonna relay any of that to Caffriel or no?
Delicious is just looking real beat up.
Okay. Caff would like she kind of her eyes flutter open because she's got her head on his shoulder, and she knows that he's like wincing and like kind of smells like burning a little bit, and
It smells like burn.
she jerks up and she's like, "Are you okay?"
I'm very, very, very hurt.
Here,
My-
have like 2 of these healing potions.
Yeah, I think I will.
Before
Actually,
you can
I think I might have some.
Grandpa will just, like, his back is turned, but he'll turn around and just place a hand on Olympius and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay, I have some healing potions.
Cal, how many healing potions do you have left after
I'll
that?
do it twice.
2.
So you gain 20 health back.
Here.
Okay, now I'm down to 7.
Oh, how many healing potions do you need
It
from me then?
Turns back.
I don't need any healing potions from you. He has.
Oh, okay.
Cal, take one of my healing potions.
Thank you. Very kind of
Exactly
you.
7.
Good job back there.
Thank you. I feel useful. Although I wish I could have helped more getting you out of its stomach.
Sure, somebody would have figured something out.
Seems like Caffrey always comes in and saves the day just when you need her.
Shines a bright shade of green. A cheesy grin. Doesn't say anything. That's what friends are for, right? Well, no, he said that. Pauses, heartbeats. That's what friends are for.
We've all got your back.
It's a nice feeling.
But she seems to take special interest in saving you.
Uh,
I'll stop. I'll stop.
no, it's fine.
Your
Have
face
you ever
tells a
got
different
struck
story.
by lightning?
Let me see. Yes, I remember how horrifying it was. Yes, I was there.
You were there. I told you I saw something. Well, I told the group I saw something, right?
Yes.
Uh, um, well, I don't know. It's nice. It's nice that she cares. Very nice. It's nice that everybody cares, not that she ignoring what happened in the zone of truth.
I
She's
don't think
probably
anybody is ignoring what
it's,
happened in the Zone of Truth except for you two.
um, I need to focus on driving, or else I could.
Yes, because there's so many objects to avoid, she'll say, extending her
crashed
arm out
both.
onto the
Okay.
nothing.
First
I did
off,
not crash.
not
They
crash, but
had problems with footing. That
because of
was
how you
not
were
my
driving
fault.
them.
No, it had nothing to do with how I drove.
I'm trying to help you.
No, you're trying to change the
I'm
subject.
not trying to change the subject. You wouldn't ride a horse. We almost wouldn't ride a horse and Morthia.
Fine. You don't.
These are not wild beasts. They're not just some. Contrary to what Oliphius believes, they have thoughts, they have feelings, and they're working very hard to lead us. Here, take the reins.
I know they are. You do not need to teach me how to drive.
I know I don't need to, but I want to. This was a nice thing that my father and my mother taught me, and now I'm teaching you, so I don't have to do this all the time.
My mother and I galloped for 2 days straight when we fled my village. I think I'm plenty competent at handling a horse
There's a difference between galloping and driving a carriage.
now. You are one persistent person when you're talking about something you don't want to. She'll take the reins.
Nice and gentle. You can feel the animal through the reins. They're the ones guiding. You're just giving a direction. They're in charge. They'll listen to you if something happens. But it's a firm but gentle touch. And it's not that I. It's everything is complicated, and I'm still thinking about trying to figure out what. And I like lean in to say this because I know they can kind of hear. I'm still figuring everything out.
I know.
I don't.
Just you two seem to click. In a way that occasionally I wish I clicked with some other people.
Um.
Don't think too hard about it.
Not thinking too hard about it. It's not something that you can force. I knew Miara for 16, 15, 14 years, and she didn't come with me. No
You were
campground.
children.
We were adults. We'd grown up together. I'm just saying, I know not to force it, and I'm not saying that.
How many times has she plunged headlong into danger for you? I think that's as close to coming with you as you could possibly get.
I get what she was. I'm not. I saved her in Morpheus. She saved me. I've saved her from succubus. It's what friends do. It's what people leave. And I'm not. I'm saying that we're both going through a lot, and throwing people. She watched her village get destroyed, and then found out that it was just an illusion. It's been 9 months since my father died, and my village was destroyed. My only home was destroyed 2 months ago. Um, I don't want to complicate things. I want her to smile, and I want her to feel safe and know that everybody's taking care of each other.
Fine. I'm just saying,
I can't
there's a lot of
force her
people
to-
who would want what you have. So don't
That's-
take it for
I'm
granted.
not taking anything for granted.
And if you wait too long, the opportunity may not be there anymore. That's all I'm gonna say.
Just pat Mickey on the head. Take the reins back.
After a while of you guys driving, I would assume the inside of the carriage mostly in silence.
Before like Capriel nods off and after healing like Oliphius, helping Oliphius with like potions and stuff, Grandpa will just kind of mutter to Capriel and say, "Your cards didn't show this, did they?"
I mean, they're not magic. It's intuition. Fate
No.
is always up in the air. But I'm so sorry.
And he just backs still to you, nods. Then he
Okay.
leans up against the iron ingot pile and tries to get some sleep.
Grabs them, holds them into a pillow.
Capriel is going to shift
clink, clink.
off of
Clink, clink, clink,
Oliphius'
clink, clink.
shoulder and instead put her head in Grandpa's lap to go to sleep.
And he just like, kind of like nods his head and puts a few iron ingots over onto you as well.
She's used to it by now. She eats them a lot to get away from the goose, so it's sort of like one of those weighted blankets.
I was about to say it's like a weighted blanket.
Yeah.
After a while, after taking a quick nap, Cal and Mihi, you eventually see the edge of the lake.
We've come as far as I think we wanted to in a day. We should maybe think about calling it an early night, getting some sleep.
I'm okay to keep driving for a little bit longer.
I think it's more a safety thing. Everyone's a little worn out, and I'm sure we could all use some rest, especially after we didn't get it last night.
Guess that's true.
Our goal was to make it across the lake. We're across the
A
lake.
little bit, like 200 feet off the shore.
Sure.
But yeah, just keep us going, and then once we get a little bit off the shore, I'll park the cart, hobble the horses, give them some feed, and start building a fire. I knew I should have shot that goose. I could have eaten it, but I didn't. I'm regretting it. Would have been.
It
delicious.
wasn't bothering you.
It's not about bothering. It's just that it tasted good.
You guys see a flock of, I mean, they wouldn't be called Canadian geese, but whatever, of Canadian geese
Kawanagh Cliff
flying
geese.
above.
Kawanagh
Kawanagh
geese.
geese.
Kawanagian glee.
Kawanagh geese.
I will hand.
Oh my gosh,
Mihi
truly the
reins,
most evil.
And I will.
Capriel is particularly scarred by that type of geese.
How high up are they?
I'd say like a good few hundred.
I think they might be out of range of the longbow then.
No, I was like
Longbow
600.
is 600 feet at the farthest.
Okay, I
You might be out of
will
short range.
try. I will notch an arrow and I will take a shot.
Alright, disadvantage.
A disadvantage?
Mhm.
What's the first range increment?
I think 120.
20, you're thinking?
Okay, the
Oh,
disadvantage.
you do a javelin by accident.
Well, no,
I mean,
'cause
same.
it's,
I
the
mean,
same,
it's
it's the
the
same
same thing.
stat, and I don't have the longbow.
Boom!
No, it isn't. Javelin goes off your strength.
You can do strength or dex, the javelin. Tossing would be dex.
Nope.
You can throw with strength with javelins.
Oh, okay. But it's set to dexterity on my sheet.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. 'Cause I didn't.
Oh,
The +5 is with his dex, because +3 proficiency, +2
So
dex.
now it rolls with disadvantage. Okay, so 14 to hit the geese.
I'm pretty sure a 14 will hit a goose.
Honk.
Good shot. I am impressed.
I mean, some winters were a little rough, and I had to hunt to survive and protect the flocks and stuff. But I'll go get that. You think one will be enough for all of us?
Likely no.
I'll try for another one.
Yep.
7 probably. Well, I don't know. They're kind of far.
Yeah.
Yeah, base 10.
So like watching one get shot and fall, kind of scattering a little bit, and you try to and miss.
One will be enough for the stew, though.
I can make a stew,
Do
yes.
the stew again. That's good. I'll.
Well, stone soup usually doesn't go with goose, but if I altered the herbs and I could find something, I can make it work.
Sure, you can make it work.
Maybe.
Yeah,
If
I
you
can make it
left
work.
out the rocks.
No one's asking you, Capriel!
I didn't say shit!
I'll,
Besides, that's what makes the soup rock.
if you guys will handle the horses, I'll pluck the goose. Hop off to go grab the goose and start plucking it and getting it ready to eat.
Mihi will bring the group to a stop and start helping set up camp and stuff.
Olivius will start casting Tiny Hut.
Capriel
not
and
taking
Grandpa
watch
jingle to a
tonight.
stop.
Ironing gets like falling out of pockets and folds of clothing and stuff.
Take off a boot, ironing it.
Funk.
I'm not taking watch tonight.
Take first
I
watch.
don't want to.
I'll
don't
take
want
third
to.
watch.
I can
I'll
take first
take
or
first.
last watch.
I'll take the last watch.
I'll take first.
Can we have
Alright, so you guys-
a roll at advantage for dinner just to see how it tastes? Because we got the
Sure.
goose and stuff. For flavor, it's fun.
Well, don't forget, she also has the pot.
I do have the
No.
saucepan.
I forget what the saucepan does, but sure.
Oh yeah.
Have you, I don't think
What
you've
does the
used
saucepan
it before.
do again?
I have
Yeah.
used it. I hit somebody on the head with it once.
Hey,
Yeah, but you
cook
could
it.
as a weapon.
This is turn. Anything into a delicious and filling meal. You could boil 1 pound of any one or combination of organic and non-magical materials for 10 minutes or longer to magically
Yeah,
transform
goose
them
is
into a stew that can feed up to 4 creatures for 24 hours.
Basically, it also gives me I think it also gives me proficiency on like cooking checks, wouldn't it, Adam?
I mean, no
It
matter what, if you
doesn't
boil
say
something
that.
for 10 minutes,
But it says
it's a delicious
and
meal.
like
yeah,
it just says you could
doesn't
put
require a
anything
check,
in
it's
there.
I
magic.
wanna cook.
You can still cook.
That's
No,
the
no,
trick.
no.
He doesn't know how to cook, but it
That's
always
nice.
comes out delicious.
delicious.
She thinks she's an amazing cook, and it always comes out great.
But he makes us a delicious meal. And
She does.
Yep, I'm rolling at
Maybe it
advantage
makes-
because Cal's helping me and I have proficiency, so using a wisdom save here. 23!
There you
Alright,
go.
yeah.
It's
To make a delicious fucking meal. With
It's
a
amazing.
stone!
It's an amazing
With a
fucking
stone.
fucking
With
stew.
the fucking stone.
It is a masterfully crafted goose stew.
Goose rock stew.
Yes, it is.
Goose rock stew. See, we got some fucking green onions in there and all that jazz.
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure to sip it slowly.
It's just one big rock. It's not a bunch of tiny ones, and I take it out every time.
Oh,
It's like you don't even
okay.
pay attention.
It's like I've never had it before.
It's soup that's seasoned with a stone, and then you take the stone out and you put it away and you use it again.
You don't wash the
It
stuff.
uses everything else, but the
So
stone
it's sort of like using a cast iron grill that you never wash.
exactly. But I mean, you wash it, but you don't soap wash it. You just make sure it's
Yeah.
clean enough, and then.
You just rinse it.
Mm-hmm.
Why does that feel so southern?
It's actually like an old British tale actually
Hmm.
about witches.
Mm.
I wonder why I like it.
Mm.
Fucking dorks.
Ollie
Shut
has
the fuck
first
up.
watch.
No, he's
Olivia said he's
No,
not.
I'm
that's
taking
fine.
first watch.
I
Thank
think
First watch.
Ollie and
Deferred
Capriel
it.
are not on watch this time.
Yeah, I'm on watch first.
So Mihi, well, we need 4, I thought, or do we need 3?
I think 3.
Do we need 3?
It works.
Yeah,
Yeah,
3
that
is
works.
usually fine.
Capriel's like, if you need me, I can do it, but also very tired.
Just get some sleep. Mihi, wake me up when you're ready to be relieved.
I'm just so
Yes, sir.
tired from carrying you, Cal.
I appreciate it.
Oh, no retort?
No retort.
I was hoping for a retort. It's no fun if you don't fight back. Okay, I'm going to bed.
No, you can't.
Good
Lewd.
night.
Oh, hey, Capriel. I just came up with a
Mhm.
retort.
I'll do it.
Ow!
The slap. That's one slap.
Yeah,
One
just
slap.
one.
She's just gonna say, hit me harder next time.
Let's find out how hard.
You just got slapped.
Wait, was that one of the slap bats?
That was one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah,
that's
like-
how
Yeah, that wasn't.
Mm,
She's just
Like
like,
you kind of like missed a little bit, like you kind of like
It's
short,
like your
like
fingers,
shorted
yeah.
it. And, yeah,
She's
kind of
like-
fingered it. That came out.
This game is doomed.
she's like, really? Just the tip. Hit me hard next time.
I'll blush and I'll start very sorely taking off the armor and going to sleep.
So that's 1 out of how many
3.
was it? Was it 3?
1 out of 3, yeah.
Who was the aficionado? It was Grandpa,
It was
right?
Grandpa.
Yeah.
Grandpa.
Write it down, Grandpa.
He just looks, nods solemnly, and writes it in his book.
All right, Mihi, roll me a perception check.
14.
You nothing really happens. Everything turns out okay. Nothing.
She's distracted.
Kind of boring, really.
She'll wake up Cal.
I'll take the
Tag.
10 minutes awake a little bit and very sorely put the armor on, trying to be quiet, but it's not really working.
No.
And take watch. Night, Mihi.
Good night.
Roll perception.
15.
15. Oh, Kitty sneezed. Yeah, your watch seems to go by normally. Nothing.
No sign of the goblins.
No.
Not yet, at least. But, I will...
Slap Capriel in her sleep?
No.
Can't get rid of the
Two
slap
slaps in
that
one day?
quickly.
That's crazy.
I will not wake Grandpa up, and I will take the 3rd watch.
You monster!
Just letting you know, doing that will give you exhaustion for the rest of the day, for the next day.
Will I be able to make up the sleep in the cart, or at least attempt to?
You gotta do a
Probably
long rest to
not.
get rid of exhaustion.
Don't be a hero.
Don't be a hero. If you're at least wake up Capriel and do it for her instead. If you want to let him sleep.
Yeah, I guess I will wake up Capriel. Hey, I know this was supposed to. I knew Grandpa was supposed to take the watch. She's having a day. Please, please,
Oh, for Grandpa.
Grandpa, no dog.
Okay. Oh, Dahlia. Yeah. Rest in peace.
Rest. Pull one out for the homies.
Pour one out for the homie. And she pulls out a bottle of alcohol and just like uncorks it with her teeth.
Can I please have some of that?
Yeah, and she pours him a cup. Nightcap.
Nightcap, because I hurt a lot.
Yeah, I can imagine. You got vored today.
I don't know what that word means.
You're too young.
But I'll take off the armor and kind of sit with my back against the hut and fall asleep, curled up in my cape pillow and bedroll.
That leaves me with 13 bottles of decent alcohol as she, well,
With the cape pillow while you
13.5, as she, because
And-
she doesn't drink the rest of it herself, she puts it back.
And
After
during
that.
this night, for the first time that you've ever seen, Grandpa is sleeping inside his shell. He's like fully arms and head retracted instead of in a bedroll.
Aww. Gabrielle sits near
The
him.
first time I've used shell defense, also.
It does not protect from emotional damage.
My AC is 24, but man, those wounds still get through.
Gabrielle sits near him and like sits over him while she takes watch.
And unfortunately, it's an action to do instead of a reaction.
Oh, and I jolt awake. There was goblins. We saw goblins maybe like 500 yards off. A couple hours after I got bored, whatever that means. But just heads up, goblins.
I'll keep an eye out for the white things with the big ears and the eyes that point in different directions.
Perfect.
I'm describing Toby,
I know
Adam.
you are.
Yeah,
Okay, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
that doesn't sound like canonical goblins.
Because my brain immediately went to
Kawanog
what
goblins.
are the temp
Yeah,
times?
Kawanog goblin.
Yeah, that's a Kawanog goblin.
Cowagoblin.
A Cowagoblin.
Kawanoblins.
A Cowanoblin, yeah.
That's
Cowanoblin.
Cowanoblin.
They're
Yeah.
furry too.
They are furry. They're very furry.
Roll me perception.
Okay.
So we're taking a long rest. Does this go into the next day? Does the calendar day advance, or is it still the same
14.
day? It does.
Goes the next calendar day.
What day are we on?
It is the 23rd of Akka out of 32 days.
What real life month is Akka equivalent to?
It's surname Akka. I'm gonna assume it's the 8th, but I don't know if that's
It
right.
is the 9th month out of the 12-month calendar.
So September?
Yeah.
Next month we get Halloween. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, boy!
I don't know if we've done our character.
Wait
what
a
our
second.
character's birthdays
Capriel's
are.
a Scorpio, so her birthday is coming up soon.
Oh man, I don't think I've decided when Grandpa's.
Yeah, I don't think
birthday
we did character birthdays.
Well,
No
I
one's-
didn't know the calendar. I just like said her zodiac sign,
okay.
so I was like, "This bitch is definitely a Scorpio."
is. Note to the group. We gotta pick up birthdays.
Yeah.
Also, note to us, we gotta do, Colleen, you and I gotta do a culture build for
Zodiac.
Zodiac.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's
at some
right.
point.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Okay. 14.
So, yeah, everything seems fine. You see,
Geese.
no, you don't see geese, but you do see a
thank
couple
God.
of sparrows, kind of like picking
Oh,
up the
those are
ground
fine.
off in the distance.
They're not geese.
One
Geese are evil.
kind of lands on top of the hut, kind of
But
like
they were also delicious tonight.
settles down.
Sweet vengeance.
She like pokes at the top of the hut with her scythe, like.
He watches it like kind of flutters a little bit, and then steps over and sits down.
Chuckles to herself.
Mhm.
That's
Then
about it.
eventually, you see the sunrise off in the distance.
I'm going to like when it's time for people to wake up. Ooh, I get to do my thing. Ooh, one second.
So we all get a long rest, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think
And
so.
how many hit die do we get back?
Half.
It's half, right?
Oh, it's a
I think it's
10.
half.
Rounded up or down?
Throw it up.
I didn't know it was
Nice.
half. I thought you got all your hit die back at a long rest.
Yeah, me too.
Who'd have
Huh.
thunk?
So,
Nice. Cabal's Rune gets all 4 charges back.
where the
All 4 natural charges. It can overcharge if it gets spells, but nobody's been a spellcaster.
I mean, you guys are going to a temple of magic, so
No magic there. Sure.
I'm not going to want a spellcaster anytime soon. Just pointing it out.
I like my 4 charges.
Okay, so, Capriel is gonna wake up Grandpa by, she rubs his tummy shell.
I mean, that's on the bottom.
I know. Well, she rubs the back of his shell, and
Okay.
she's just like, little Karnak of the sorrow is pouring the tears of her eyes, weeping the fate of the castle. Alas, you did not heed her cry. And she just continues her song, like rubbing the back of his shell, like to wake him up.
And one arm comes out and pokes her in the belly from one of the holes where she is. He just like all and head comes out last. He like stretches. Ugh. And he sees that it's light out and he's like, Cal, you're supposed to wake me up for last watch.
I thought I was supposed to wake Capriel. I'm sorry.
Mm.
Deception check.
Deception.
Insight check.
oh no.
I was supposed to wake up Gabriel!
Oh
I would, even a natural one, I would still beat that. A likely story, Cal. But thank you.
That's what friends do. I will
Well, shall we? The ruins await.
halfway there, right?
Mystery and intrigue, right?
Mm-hmm.
Adventure.
Danger.
Don't say that.
I
We
mean,
don't
it's
know
true.
that.
Don't we?
I'm
Shh. Maybe if we
starting to
don't
feel
talk about
very-
it, it won't hear us.
We haven't been talking about anything before, and it's all come and found us anyway.
It's all rather exciting, isn't it?
The dome goes, and all of a sudden the sparrow can like land.
My friend!
like just like freaks out, like flies off.
Poor thing.
Goodbye!
starting
I've been
to
fucking with it
regret
all morning.
us
Everyone
heading this
feeling better?
direction. Not
What
particularly.
did you say, Lucius?
We're starting to regret us heading this way.
Oh, but
Well, yes, that, but more the... Had we not gone this way, we probably wouldn't have run into those crazy
There's
lake
some-
lizard things.
There's something that I've learned from growing up reading so many adventure novels, and that is if you are encountering resistance, you're headed in the right direction.
All the time?
That is...
Nothing to be said for a leisurely stroll through a field? You have to be attacked by an ox?
I mean,
That
Silly.
happened. Well, it was a bullpen, and we probably shouldn't have been in there. But leisurely strolled through the field, oxen.
Calzarel, were you cow tipping?
That's a myth. They're too big. Yes.
one time, when I was younger, I decided to scale the cliffs. And it's true, if you want to climb up the cliffs, they're very slippery, but at the top, that's where home is. It's both a metaphor and a true anecdote. It's
I would
from
need
my
to see
heart.
what your home looked like, but the sentiment
It's
is nice.
it's on the side of a very steep cliff.
Oh, that's probably why it's.
Ocean.
Isn't there
Yes.
isn't there a path? Do you have to scale the side?
No, I just wanted to do it to piss
Yeah,
off
so
my
you
father.
could have gotten to the same destination.
But
Opposite.
then you don't get the sweet, sweet nectar of pissing off your father.
Oliphius, if anything, from what I've read, the Underdark is going to be significantly more dangerous than this road was. If anything, we are just getting stronger for preparation.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller.
I like
Look
that.
at
I like
me,
that
I'm
one.
And
lonely
we-
when I'm alone.
The bards sing
How do you
that
come up with these
way
lyrics?
too often.
Doesn't
I've
kill
got the
you makes
horses
you
tied
stronger.
up, and I
Stand
don't
a
I
bother.
feel like there's such a thing as, copyright.
Not with bods, there isn't. Not with
See,
traveling bods, we don't.
This is my interpretation of a bardic melody, and therefore it is under a creative, how you say, fuck off.
I've heard of these things called, at least back in my country, called bots that don't care about context. Flag bards,
If you
regardless.
think my voice is beautiful enough for a bot to flag, I think that's what they do to flag this content, then you are sorely mistaken. I sound like the sparrow, the geese that just flew away.
Everybody on the cart, we have 3 more days.
I am on the cart,
Oh, actually,
underneath
speaking of,
my safety blanket of ingot.
Ingots.
Who's
I
sitting-
killed Adam.
who's sitting
I
on
get
the-
7 more charges for
Adam
my
is
first
dead.
pass.
We're probably talking to Libby about how dumb we are.
Who's sitting up front with Cal as he drives?
He
I
keeps
will.
trying to send stuff to kill us because he's
I
so
can
dumb with our
always sit up
bullshit.
with
Ollie,
Cal.
Ollie.
Or Ollie. Okay. Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah.
because
So fucking Charles comes out of the fucking lake and just eats all of you.
Hey!
Level 2, Adam.
Ollie, weird question.
He's sitting with Cafrio.
Yeah. Oh no.
Ollie, I have a
No!
question. Ollie,
Yes.
so Cafrio asked me what it was like to be bored, and I don't really know what that word means, but I didn't want to tell her that I didn't know what that was.
Ollie, King of Kinks, please tell this man what boring means.
What is what is that?
Is that a term that the reptilians would know?
Oh, you have displayed very encyclopedic knowledge of
Roll,
kinks, please.
roll me just a flat intelligence.
He has a
Oh no, this.
natural one.
So Voring. So Voring and
Oh my god.
your knowledge means when someone takes a piece of food and just swallows it whole.
Explain that.
I guess that kind of fits the concept of what happened. I don't know why. Why would she ask me that?
I don't know.
I don't know. What...
I don't understand what's going on, but well, no, I fully understand what's going on between you,
Why does it?
but
Whatever.
are you denying the fact that I once found you both in the same room?
Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
I don't believe that.
I'm Ollie. Part of my
Ollie, King of Kinks.
Lord of all the kinkdom.
Long may he reign.
Long may he
Choose your words
Oh,
very
his load.
carefully.
Hang on. I hate that my mind came up with a good with.
No, we can't do
long
it.
may he reign.
That's actually not what I came up with. But okay.
Do it. Say your thing.
I thought long may he hang.
That's really good too.
I love it. Oh god, I'm posting that
Long
on
may he
Twitter.
hang.
Oh god.
I'm putting it on the Twitter.
See, this is why when YouTube asks me if this is for children, I always say no.
And so you should continue to say no.
Yeah,
Because the second a kid is like, oh, what's for? We're going to get in trouble.
Feels
So,
demonetized, man.
Laughs demonetized.
Please, if you think any one of our sessions have been monetized, you're.
One day.
so true.
But thank you, Ollie. Just wondering.
Yes.
Well,
I'm very, very, very concerned if we're running into insect, lizard, snake monsters in a frozen lake. What else is? And if that's just getting there, I'm very concerned about what's actually there.
we'll cross that bridge when we get there, like we always do.
Oh,
I'm not going to let anything happen to any of us.
No, but it's more concerning with the fact that something was able to stand up against you, because, let's be fair, you and Caffriel are kind of the front line. And
I
if
mean,
anything can stand up to you two, then
didn't
if
stand
they
up to
get
the both
past...
of us. Caffriel killed it while it was trying to eat me.
That's 50% of the front line.
Ollie, it's all going to be okay. Just gotta have a little faith, and I know it's hard, and I know that we want all the answers, but we just have to take a step in the right direction, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. If you see anything, your eyes are sharper than mine. Point it out and I'll kill it.
Who is that? Mihi? Is that Colleen?
That was me. I'm sorry. That just was really funny to me personally as a person. That tickled my funny bone.
Weird segue. Remember, speaking of killing, remember the orc in the tower with Melody?
Yes.
Haven't really told anyone this. His brother. You remember I went off
Oh!
by myself for a couple days?
Yes?
Can't believe you're telling
Did
Ollie
you
this and not
kill a
Capriel.
village?
Not me.
Yes.
He was the one that started that whole thing. She should be the one to know.
Let me. I know what I'm doing.
Motherfucker.
Well, his brother found me.
Okay.
We battled. And you know that point in a fight where you know the next decision is going to decide who wins and who. Have you felt that before? When we're fighting people?
No, usually they don't approach me.
You dare approach me. Sorry.
I mean, all things considered, typically one of you guys are in the way.
I meant there's a tactical decision in the battle where you know your decision that decides who. Right?
I mean, again, usually once they've shown that they're a threat, I've already decided that they're not gonna get away.
That's what I'm. I healed him. And I told him that I was sorry, which doesn't really matter when you kill somebody's brother, I guess. And I told him about where to find my mother, and I just apparently they're there helping her, doing whatever she's doing now. And I know that. I know we've had this discussion before. He's had it with you. I know what happened with the cultists, and I saw what happened with that yeti. love can't come from hate and anger, Ollie. Hate and anger can come from love. Something my father said to me, and I think he means that. Well, I'm not quite sure, to be honest, but I just felt like it was something that I needed to tell you. I know you're hanging on to a lot of anger, Ollie, hatred of what happened and with what's going on, why we're going here. It's not going to take us to a good place, as you've already seen. It's not a place I want you to go, so I'm just bumbling my way through trying to say something to help.
I understand what you're trying to say, and my response to that is if you have an enemy and you leave a dagger on the table, if you leave your back exposed, you're much safer having that enemy not have the chance from the very beginning than
Why'd you pull the dagger in
hoping.
the first place, Ollie?
Because no matter what, if you let someone go that you know that once hurt upon you, that they won't stop until that thought or until that action has come upon or has been completed. So I want you all to be safe by never allowing the chance of you to get hurt to occur by letting a moment's weakness of compassion drop your guard or put that dagger on the table.
We're never going to be safe leaving a line of corpses behind us, Ollie. That's all I'm trying to say. Cal
And
does not talk anymore, and Ollie responds.
I will probably say that we're probably safer if we simply leave those who could threaten us as corpses. Unless one of them turns out to be a lich, but that's another matter entirely.
Doesn't say anything.
I guess we just continue going in silence.
Yeah, no, just continue going in
Yeah, if he's not gonna talk, then Olympius isn't gonna talk.
After driving for a little while, you guys see what looks like to be a lump off in the distance on your path.
Like in the middle of the road.
Yeah, covered in snow.
Well, let's call the horses to us, pull them to a stop like 60 feet from the lump in the middle of the road. Just
Something out on the road?
Might be a snowbank, not sure. Can I roll perception real quick?
Yeah.
Can I give him advantage?
You're not out there with them.
Grandpa opens the little sight area and sticks his hand through and touch Cal's butt and gives him guidance.
I'm sitting
Just-
down.
Oh, he touched
Yeah,
a
you're
butt.
sitting down, yeah. So I imagine the two people sitting, and then behind it is the front of the carriage, and that's where the viewing thing is. So hand through.
Oh, so like under me, so we're like on the top, like an old.
Yeah, so you guys
Kinda.
are
Okay.
up here,
Yeah.
and then
I understand now. Well, that's a D4.
you get a nice warmth spreading through your chest.
I mean, it's a lump of snow.
Being touched.
Yeah, you're
He touched a butt. He looks back to see if it's Caffriel. It's not.
Oh.
I'd be very surprised if you thought these big clawed hands were Caffrey.
Big, meaty claws.
it's kind of hard to tell. It's just there's a lot of snow. It could
Might just be a
probably
tree,
just
right?
it might just be like
wanna
it might just be like a
I'm
lump of
just gonna
snow.
go see if it's probably a tree that fell down storm. Give
Wait,
Ollie-
is he telling this to us?
I'm saying it out loud. So everybody.
I mean, okay. Can I look out myself then?
Sure, it's kind of a small hole, and you're already kind of like. It's not like you can get a really good kind of glimpse. So just roll me
Gabriel, just
with.
come behind us. Move this tree and clear this snowbank real quick.
Do I get the perception before I get there?
Roll me perception with -2.
Okay. That's a 22.
It doesn't look like a snowbank, but it's not like it's moving or anything. It looks like something's covered with snow.
It's a hill mimic.
God damn it.
Nature mimic.
That looks like something covered with snow. That doesn't look like a snowbank.
Again, it's not moving. It doesn't even look like it's breathing. It literally just looks like
It's
something.
just a tree trunk.
covered with snow.
And I'll
It's
walk-
not a tree trunk. I don't think.
I'll walk up to the thing covered
I'm
with
gonna
snow.
scan the area.
Yep.
Because we saw goblins the day before.
I'm gonna hold Eldritch Blast while he brushes it off.
Yeah,
I'm a walk up with Cal to the thing.
Yeah, 7. Nope, I don't see shit.
brush
You see
it off.
snow.
So you brush it off, and as you brush it off, you kind of get to like skin, but it's frosted over.
Like a corpse?
Yeah, it's a corpse, but like it doesn't look like it was like frosted over time. It looks like literally like there's ice like covering over. You see like bites and chunks ripped out of it.
Awesome.
It's hard to tell what it is now at this point. It looks like it's been eaten so much, but there's still like meat on there.
Do
There's
they
still
look like scars from Caphriel's shoulder?
it does nope.
No?
It does not look like it was bitten by a dragon.
I also had that thought.
I did too.
It does not look like dragon bites.
So
At
it's-
least now
it's
that
a
you
big-
can
it's a big
tell.
creature. So it's a big creature that we can't really tell what it is anymore. That was frozen and there's chunks out of it.
Yep.
Okay.
So it was frozen
What is
first
it?
and then it was eaten?
Yeah, it looks like it was frozen first and then bitten out. Like
Got caught in a bad storm.
It's a creature that was frozen and then eaten.
Okay, but what is it?
Can't tell.
I don't know.
Can I try and identify the bite marks?
roll me a nature check.
Can I try and identify the thing?
Roll me a nature at disadvantage.
A disadvantage.
It's fucking eaten.
10.
Can anybody help me?
Some sort of
I
carnivore.
can't.
I'll give you
Yeah.
guidance.
Would a survival work, maybe?
Oh, hey, what up? 24 with disadvantage.
Nice. Wow. Yeah. So this looks like it used to be a hill giant.
Oh, wait, actually, it should be more than that. I
Yeah.
accidentally rolled medicine instead. That should be a 27.
Oh yeah, then yeah, it looks like it used to be a hill giant for sure.
This was definitely a hill giant. Probably just
rolling
got...
that high, you probably be able to tell. It looks like some sort of wolf bites.
Yeah, it looks like it was a hill giant that probably got caught out in the storm, froze to death, and was a meal for a pack of wolves.
Can a hill giant die to cold?
No, you're thinking of frost giants. I don't believe hill giants have any specific resistances to cold. They usually live in caves with clans and fires and stuff.
Can I possibly do a nature check attempt? The description of the corpse, was it fast frozen or was it like frozen and then something came and got to it?
It was fast frozen.
Okay.
Damn.
Oh,
I'm really surprised.
maybe
it's
not a
dragon
bad
now.
storm then. Something that can breathe ice.
10. Do I know
Yeah,
of anything that can breathe ice?
I mean, you know, dragons can breathe ice.
We have to go
Dragons
this
can
way
breathe a
to
lot
get
of things.
to the temple, correct? I don't even think we can find a hill giant.
We just fought a Remoraz.
Yeah, we could probably fight a hill giant.
But can we? There's always a big. Oh, lordy. I'll start
Is
moving.
Is there such thing as an ice wolf?
I wouldn't.
There
guess.
are winter wolves, yes.
I don't think it's the hill giant that should be the worry. I don't know how
Whatever's eating a
innately
hill giant.
violent they are, but I believe if something can eat a hill giant and freeze it immediately, I think that is the threat.
There are such things as winter wolves. I think they're known to have some ice capabilities.
Well, then we should. Can we tell how long? I don't know if medicine or survival could tell how long it's been here, perhaps based on the snow coverage.
One person. I'll allow one person to roll medicine.
Okay, I'll
I
do
got
that.
+3.
Yeah, I have survival.
I've got +6. I'll give myself.
Go, Grandpa, go.
I got +1.
I got a rock.
That's
Heyo.
25.
There's the good rolls.
It looks like this happened last night.
Based on the snowfall and its wounds, at least, this happened only the night before. So
We should be very careful then.
we should get moving, is what we should do.
Agreed.
Stop moving. Pushing the hill giant off the path. Doesn't have anything on its body.
Someone can roll me an investigation if they want.
Not me.
I've got +3.
None of us are bad
Yeah.
None of us are
I'll give you
intelligence
guidance.
based.
I
Yeah,
guess
I
it's
have
me.
Insight.
You mean investigate? You have to have investigation.
I know. I don't have good investigate.
All right.
Well, guidance.
18 plus 19.
Kind of digging around. You can't really find like an obvious like pack, but kind of digging around like the folds of this giant body, you seem to find what looks like to be a small, well, comparative to what it originally size was, a small pouch. What seems to be latched around like its upper thigh.
Mhm.
And opening it up, you look inside and you see what looks like to be kind of like a bit of like rotting food of something.
It's frozen now.
It looks like to be some bones. And you see one little shiny thing.
She'll take the bones and the shiny thing.
Okay. So you kind of like put your hand and it feels like, you know, like that. That's not how it feels. That's what
Why
it
do
feels
I
like.
always have to go into the gross places?
Because you're good at looking things.
You volunteered.
Hufflepuffs are great finders.
Exceptionally good finders. You pull it out and like it's kind of dripping a
He's
little bit.
absolutely a Hufflepuff.
Like it drips kind of down your your gloves a little bit.
Ew.
You kind of like filtering through. You take the bones, and you get into little shiny thing, and it looks like a little teeny ring.
Grandpa, would you do the honors?
We can look at it back on the cot. Let's get
I'm gonna take snow
Yes,
and wash it off first.
Bring it into the carriage, and I'll give it a once over.
Okay, yep.
All you
I'm
Caffriel should switch spots.
No,
I can.
I mean,
I haven't
you
been on
two
the
can
front
be the.
yet.
Yeah. Yes.
Fine.
It's more of just I want if that thing shows up. Then
Having those who can have
Fine.
wear sturdy armor.
Yep,
should
that's fine.
probably be the first ones to react.
You've escaped my wrath for now.
The girls tend to share rooms. You'll have your chance, me.
True.
And I'll start casting Identify on the ring.
Okay. So after a while of kind of doing it, you know that this is a ring of spell storing,
Oh!
and it already has spells inside of it.
Do I know which spells are inside it?
You do.
Hey guys, can I have it?
You'd have to
Says
unequip
the
something, I
warlock.
think.
I'm fine with that, but I want more spell slots. I only have 2.
but hear me out. More smite slots.
So what's
How many
that?
smite slots do you have, Cal? How many smites can you do a day?
More than 2, but not enough.
Hear me out. More lightning bolts.
Lightning bolt.
How about y'all give it to
Yeah,
me?
I'm just playing with it.
Yeah, I know.
Is there any way to tell what kind of spells are already in it?
Yeah, he
Yes,
said
I was about to explain what it was.
Sorry.
It's okay. So
Okay.
it has the spell's counter spell,
Ooh.
I already have that spell.
and it has the spell Find Steed.
Oh.
Fine, Steve.
Interesting. Neat. Cool. So like, I'm not familiar with Rings of Spell Storing. Do they have like a maximum spell slot capacity?
Five
or...
levels.
Yeah,
So you
5
can put
levels.
5 level 1 spells, 1 level 3, 1 level 2, 2
Ha,
level
ha,
2.
you think I have levels of spells? Ha!
Well, you do. You have to
I
cast
cast everything at the highest level.
Yeah,
which for you is
fourth.
what?
So I assume I can only put fourth levels. Like I put
Well,
everything in
other
there at a
people-
fourth level.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
can put spells into it too, though. Like I could cast a spell
Eventually,
into it.
once I get like 6th level spells, can I just stop using it, or can I put a 6th level but it only
No,
goes
you
up to
can't.
5 in there?
Nope.
No, you can't
So
use
it just it
anymore.
becomes useless to me
Yeah.
once I hit 6th level
Unless
spells.
other people put
other
spells
people
in
can put
for
spells
you.
into it too.
Okay.
for you.
It
Alright.
works
So
differently with
Olympius
that.
can.
And it will work
Yeah,
different if you
Olympius can-
multi-class too. Sorry.
Okay, cool. Good.
Uh,
I'm happy with it for now.
Well, looks like we found something quite interesting in here, and I know Mihi, you in particular, usually complain about amount of magic with which you can produce in short period
sorry.
of time.
I do not
Oh,
mean
no,
to complain. I just
It just has to do with your form of magic. Book reading can only get you so far. So this is a ring of spell storing,
That's a lie.
and you can put several spells into it for use later. Other people can put their own spells in here again for use later. But currently, this one has 2 spells in it already. Surprised the hill giant had it. He may have had a meal of someone who had it, but this one has counterspell within it, as well as find steed, like how Cal created Gideon.
Oh.
But you can,
How
of
does-
course, empty
how
these,
does-
put in whatever you want.
How does that one work? Like, Find Steed conjures it, but then does it stick around for forever until it's disrupted, and
Until it's destroyed, basically.
Ah.
It's like Find Familiar. So if
Better.
something happened to the steed, you wouldn't be able to resummon it. But
Yeah.
until something happens to the steed, you have a horse.
Yeah, you have to
Sorry.
recast the spell if something happens to it.
She'll take the ring for a moment, and then put it back in Grandpa's hands for a moment. I'd like to use it, but if it has Find Steed on it, I know that it can't replace what you've lost, but maybe it can give you a new companion.
I appreciate it, but I don't think I've quite. I don't think I'm quite ready. Hands
I
back.
will just take it back. I will keep that spell in there then until you are ready.
Also,
Okay.
all things considered, you could cast it on unattune, let Grandpa cast it, then reattune because the Find Steed persists.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah,
plan.
that's the idea.
Okay.
But he's not emotionally ready. See, Olympius, there's this thing called
I thought when you use
emotions.
the spell, it goes away
Yeah,
from
I
the
thought-
ring.
I thought so too.
What do you
What?
What do you mean?
Yeah, when you use the spell, it's gone from the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
we're not
That's
caring
what I
about the
mean,
ring.
though, is that
The
switching
Find Steed
attunements of
persists.
who. Yeah.
Find if Grandpa cast it and gave it back to Mihi, then Find Steed would be gone. We just have counterspell.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but the steed
But
that
the
he
steed
summoned would still be
Yeah, the
around.
Steed would yes.
Yeah, that's the
But you
point.
couldn't recast
Yeah.
Find Steed like Alex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine.
No. I was saying that you could cast it once, have Grandpa attune to it, cast it once, and then have Mihi attune to the.
Yeah, that was the
to the-
idea.
That's the plan.
Okay.
But also, like, I know that I want to have this emotional time period, but also I can't put anything in it until both of those spells are gone. So, just if you could get over it a little quicker, I'd appreciate it.
You know, Cal
Out
has
of character.
Cal could cast Find Steed into
Yeah,
it.
I was
But
about
I'd
to
give it to Gideon.
No,
No?
I don't think so.
Not if I'm putting
Because
it into the
Because
ring.
you don't. Yeah, you
It
don't manifest the
depends-
spell. You just cast it into it and like stores that spell.
yeah,
it's
I
kinda
think
like
it
he's, like,
depends on the
creating essence of
person who.
spell.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess it'd be up to Adam whether or not that would.
because like
Yeah,
in our
it wouldn't get rid of Gideon.
yeah, because like I think like in West Marches we had someone cast Find Familiar into a ring, and it's like
Yeah,
to
Mom
me
said
the
that.
familiar is part of like the person, like
Mhm.
whoever cast it is like part of that. So like the familiar depends on the person. I feel like Find Steed is the same way. So if you cast it from the ring, that's like your steed, and even if it dies from the thing, then if someone else puts it in the ring again, then like your steed comes back.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
yeah.
It's your spirit steed.
Yeah, it's your spirit steed. It's like your persona.
Yeah, so as long as Cal could keep dumping Find Steed in there, I can keep having it. I'm choosing
Yes,
to ignore
yes,
that comment
Colleen.
also.
We
Okay,
could all have Find Steed mounts.
we could.
Oh my god.
Riders of Rohan call for
That'd be so
To the
cool.
east.
I think did you just add it to my?
I did. I just added
Okay,
it.
thank you.
You just
What
take a
is
day,
it?
and then Adam would just
Do
make
you
a
have any
boss that would wipe
items
all of
that
our
you have to get rid
steeds.
of? That you're
I do have one thing that I have to unattune to, which like is kind of difficult because one of them is a stupid roleplay thing that I really shouldn't be continuing to attune to. But
Well, if you have anything pretty sweet, I wouldn't mind grabbing something. I'm attuned to one thing right now.
okay, so the things that I have are the doll that I've attuned to my mom, so she can continue to hear my voice. When I unattune
That's
from it,
That's an attunement thing?
yeah, when I unattune
Oh.
from it, she can't hear me anymore, which is sad.
Well,
Oh my
we're
God,
about
me,
to
he's
go
dead.
grab your mom after
Yeah,
this, so
yeah, I think so.
Have
And
the
then
boots
it's
of Elven Kind on anymore? Will you can take those.
What do those do?
Advantage on stealth checks. But so
Oh, I will definitely take that. I have a 0 to my deck.
yeah.
the other one is I was talking about getting rid of Cabal's Ruin to somebody who can use it better than I can.
I would also take that.
But I really like Cabal's Ruin.
Adam, if you can transfer the item from Cal to me if he's not using it anymore. The Boots of Elvenkind.
Can't we put that in the little inventory?
I still don't know how
The
that works.
party sheet? Here.
Where's the party sheet at?
I got them
it's the
from your
little
aura, and
silhouette
I never
of
got
people
given
icon.
them, Adam, as a heads up.
Oh, really? I never gave you the
I
Boots of
never gave you the
Elvenkind?
Boots of Elvenkind.
Oh, shit. That's my bad.
It's cool.
Holy crap.
It was always one of those things I kept meaning to ask, but I always forgot to ask for. But yeah. Hopefully, giant
Nice.
wolf doesn't come and eat us. And breathe ice on
Yeah,
us.
here's hoping.
Well, Colleen will be fine. She has immunity to ice damage. Well, resistance to ice
I
damage.
don't have them. Yeah, resistance.
Resistance to ice damage if it breathes on us.
So there. Once you open up the party sheet,
How do you open up
Will,
the party sheet? Where's that at?
it's the silhouette of people with the eye next to it, like the
Okay.
letter I.
That's right, we bought another Diplomat's pouch and I sent that to my mom.
Yeah.
So I can actually unattune from the doll here.
So did you put that in? I'm gonna put the Boots of Dendalin in there then. 'Cause I'm not using those either.
Were those the ones that give you
They're cursed.
disadvantage? Yeah. Okay.
They give you
They, like,
you take necrotic damage and you.
While we're all doing like bookkeeping, I think this is a great place for us to
Oh.
end the stream.
I'm so sorry.
All right.
They're
Thank
good.
you, everybody, for joining us today. Hope you all have a wonderful time. We will see you on. We'll see you on the 8th, possibly. We'll put out a tweet because I need to talk to these guys about something. So,
Okay.
I love all of you guys. Have a wonderful day. Peace out.